YouTube and tell me if you can hear me. I just started it. Can somebody go check that out real quick and get back to me? It is Monday, Kelsey. It sure is. Now, this break right here, take a screenshot. You'll have your break number. You'll have your name beside your squad. That's all you'll need to find your replay on YouTube. 238 Cards on YouTube is where it's at. We're live streaming right now when it's not a live stream. All right. Thanks, Zach. Appreciate you. Here, let me relay that message. I know we had a little bit of problem with that the other day. Okay. So thank you, Amber May. Thank you, everybody, for going and looking at that. I just wanted to make sure it was working. Some people watch this on there. Now, in the shop is a half case break of Resurgence Hobby. That's this right here. 6 of these. That's what's in the shop. And yes, we'll run the whole case. I'm not just going to run 6 and not run the other half. So let's get this day started out right with a couple of optic blasters and see if we can find something, I don't know, kind of nice. I'm going to take the overlay down and we're going to get some ripping in. Sound like a plan? All right, bet. Good morning, Cody. All right. Get this. All right. Okay. All right. Bet. Let's rip. Coda, I usually do, but this last month's been a little bit off. I've been on a lot more Mondays, so if you guys don't know this, I'm usually on 6 days a week, which is usually Tuesday through Sunday. But I've been on a lot more Mondays here in this past month, which is okay. But I gotta have at least one day. I gotta have at least one day, and it's been falling on Sunday. So Migs stickers, I got you, Migs. Thank you, Aries. Migs, where are you at here? I got you, Migs. Gotcha. Well, it's just lined up that way, Amber. I'll be on some Sundays for sure. So, especially when the season starts. But it's just Fanatics Fest and the National and all the stuff that's been going on that previous month. It just lined up that way, you guys. DJ Giddens, Nick Bosa, Tate, and Evans. Good morning, Blazer. Carson Swessinger, Savion Williams, Kirk McGirt, and Malik Neighbors. Come on, we gotta do a little bit better. Come on, Jobu, stop. Give me a rookie. Good morning, Beer Tone. Yes, it is a half case break of Resurgence in the shop. Luther Burden, George Kittle, Warren, and Charbonnet. I should know a little bit more about that, Lurple, this week, probably sometime after Wednesday. So, you guys know I'll just navigate with you. If I'm going to be on somewhere, I'll definitely let you know that I'm going to be on there. Howard, Starks, Ertz, and Warner. Prather, Pat Bryant, Long, and Higgins. Yeah, see, Rummy, there is no share goal anymore. That's not a thing anymore. Mike Green, Jackson Dart, all those cards. And it came back to Jackson Dart. There's no share goal anymore. Thielen and Burrow. There's a light goal, though. 100K. Ellick, Cam Miller, Pearsall, and Jackson. Yes, I will open a fresh case for that next one. Absolutely. Cam Ward, Jack Sawyer, Moon, and Purdy. It's just not a goal anymore, C. Rummy. But we got the light goal. Judkins, James, Breeze, and Suggs. Besh, Trevor Achan, Goff, and Dobbins. DK, Devontae Smith, Silver, Harris, and Komet. No special treats, huh? I've been good, C. Rummy. Chilled on a Sunday, back on a Monday. I mean, we got deeds to get. Loop, Achan, Fields, and Charles. So no blue glitters, no autos, no downtowns, no uptowns. But it was only 2 blasters, but still. By the way, we're kind of in that due range now, just so you know. You know, the range where it's about to happen again. So, all right, Mega Time. Now, this is overdue. These are overdue. Do you hear me, Mega? I'm talking to you, Mega. That's right. We're overdue. Stop it. Stop it right now. Had enough games played. All right, it's time for a D. And there is no retail in the next break. That's 6 hobby boxes. Holla at your boy type stuff. Robinson, Tracy, Fooney, Debo, Ellick, and Dawson Knox. I like Megas too, Amber. I'm a fan of Megas too. I didn't have a choice, Gil. The trimmer didn't have the it didn't have the adapter on it when I went to go use it. Flowers, Ward, Saquon, Ridley, Bowman, and DeForest Buckner. Plus, it was time for you guys to see, you know. I mean, come on. Lambjack, Russell Wilson, G8 and Daniel, Sam Laporta, JT, and a JJ McCarthy. Babyface Deeds. Henry, Hubbard, McMahon, Bland, Castro, and Theo Johnson. Well, who knew? Taysom Hill, Davis, Trey McBride Refractor, Gabriel Silver, Will Campbell, and a Leonard Floyd. Come on now. Come on now. I just want one D. That's all. Just one singular D. Bijan, Tet, Josh Downs, T.J. Hawkinson, Besh, and a Dalton Schultz. Cam Robinson, Derek Stingley, Sauce Gardner, Raheem Mostert, Elijah Arroyo, and Rashid Shadeed. Well, they just won't do it. They're holding back on us on those megas, definitely. The blasters have been good to us. Those megas, man. Oh, megas, man. Megas, man. All right. It's time. Hobby time. That was the last retail of the day. You just saw the last retail of the day. It just happened. Everything else we're ripping is hobbies. I think he probably will, Tip. I think. He should. Baker Mayfield, Debo, Stroud, Nix, Omari and Hampton, and a Jalen Noel. Noel. Jerry Jeudy, Caleb Williams, Drake London, a Geno Smith out of 149, Travis Hunter, and a Shuck Base. Good morning, Mark. Yeah, I think it is. Here, I'll double check. I'm not 100% positive. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. We good. We good. It's all good. Jane, I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice. The trimmer got me. Jordan Love, Devin Achan, Devin Achan out of 75, Nick Bosa, Cam Ward, and a Thomas for the Jets. Justin Jefferson, Nico Collins, Patty Surtain, Matthew Stafford out of 425, Jamar Chase, and a Quinshon Judkins. And yes, I will open a fresh case for that 6-box hobby break at the bottom of your screen. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Murray, Chase, Golf, Evans, Penix, Swinson. Here's our RPA. Sauce, Herbie, McKinstry, Trey Amos. Doesn't appear to be numbered. It is a Texan. Out of 125, it is numbered. Kyle McCord. Jaden Higgins for the Texans. That is Zay. And Zay, you're on the board. I mean, it was a long time coming, to be honest. It needed to happen. This way it'll grow back in even, and I won't have to groom it all that often for a little while anyways. It'll just be. Purdy, Daniels, Rashid Shaheed, Justin Herbert out of 149, Shadur, and Harold Fannin. Should have another auto here. CeeDee Lamb, Young, Harrison, Devontae Smith. There it is. Scat is on the board. JY, a moderate deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
And Colston Loveland. That'd be the 21st Xenon. It'll be the flagship for 2026. So the paper tops, that's what comes out next. Tua, Malik Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, Makuba, Genty, and Isaiah Bond. Nope, he survived. He survived it, Blue. That's one of the perks of being digital and not a real boy. Dexter Lawrence, TJ Watt, Cook, Tez Johnson, and Genty, and Jordan James. DigiLurple, DeAndre Swift, Waddle, Fields, Rogers, Judkins, and McMillan. A.J. Brown, Chris Jones, J.J. McCarthy. Oh, there he is. Devin Neal out of 225. Trevor Lawrence on the refractor, and Luther Burden the third. The third. All right, let's open Topps Chrome Black, and then we'll still have another resurgence in this. We're not done yet. Good morning, Tabs. That's right. You never know when old Devin Neal will show up. Dustin, who? Hi, everybody. My name's Primo. I know it's a shocking day to come in here and see youthful, young, vibrant Primo, but I think you'll adjust as time goes. Now, stop trying to look in here and see what the encased card is. Stop it. Trey McBride. Shadir. Tet. Jonathan Taylor out of 99. Mike Evans and a Jaden Daniels. Danielson. That's right, Tabs. It wasn't intentional, but here we are nevertheless. Johnny, nothing to write home about yet. Nothing to write home about yet. But we'll take Shadur and Tet along the way. Trevor Lawrence, Cooper Kupp, Jalen Noel, Riley Leonard, a Trey Harris out of 299, and a Devin Achane. Okay. No, it's a half case break of resurgence, folks. Yeah, to make no mistake about it. Yeah, there are deeds in the shop. You're absolutely right. I won't argue with you. Good luck. Nuh-uh. Double up on Jaden Higgins. It's a Jaden Higgins type of morning. Empty box. Well, Texans, you're doing just fine. Zay, double up. Double up deeds.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
All right. The finale. See, that's what I'm saying. When the retail doesn't show us a little bit of love, it makes it a little. You know what I mean? I mean, I know it's an easier break to get into. We still have plenty of hobbies in it, but you want a little panache out of the blasters or Omega. At least one of them. You want a little bit of panache. And today it didn't do it. Travis Kelsey, Josh Hines Allen, McKinney, Jamar Chase, and Ollie Gordon. Joey Bosa, Bijan Robinson, Joe Burrow, Gunnar Helm out of 125, Refractor, Joe Burrow, and Malachi Moore. Appreciate you hopping in that next one, Chandler. And I'll do a roll call for whatever is off the board in the next one. I don't think we're anywhere near halfway yet, but hey. Tyreek Hill, Max Crosby, DK Metcalf, Calvin Ridley, CeeDee Lamb, and Walter Nolan. Will Anderson, Aiden Hutchinson, Micah Parsons, Trevor Lawrence out of 250 for the Jags. We'll take that, Cade. Judy and Ty Robinson. A little something. Oh, Kelly. Josh Allen, Calais Campbell, Worthy, Brock Bowers Refractor, and it's auto time again. Brownies this time. Quinshawn Judkins and Omarion Hampton. Well, there you go, Brownies. Long, you're on the board.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a D.
We got Jackson Smith, a Coupe de Jean, Stephon Diggs, Riley Leonard Refractor, Ladd McConkey, and a Devin Neal, because that's how Devin Neal rolls. That's just how he rolls, folks. You're just going to have to get used to it. I'm sorry. That's the way things are. I can't help it. All right. It's just the way things are. Chris Olave, Sam Darnold, Matt Stafford, RJ Harvey, Tet, and Jack Kaiser. Trey Hendrickson, Tucker Kraft, Trevor Lawrence, Amon-Ra, CJ Stroud, and an Alfred Collins. Here's our RPA. Good luck. Derwin James, Alvin Kamara, Jalen Hurts, Quinshawn Judkins, and, well, hey, sometimes it goes this way, folks. Double up one more again. Scataboo for the Giants. That's 2 Scat autos. That's 2 Jaden Higgins autos, and that's just the way it goes sometimes. It's just the way it goes. All right. But we're not done yet. We got a couple of packs. You never know. Maybe I'll pull a Super Fractor. You don't know everything. And Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. So my trimmer didn't have the adapter on it, Kelsey. And I didn't have my glasses on. I didn't have my contacts in, so I didn't catch it. Kittle, Pollard, I guess it fell off or whatever. Smith, Egbuka out of 425, Brady, and Morrison. So I was just like, all right. Henry, Horn, Sutton, Jonathan Taylor out of 399 for the Colts, Jaden Daniels, and Barrett Carter. That's right, Kelly. It's true. It's all true. No fibs were told. One pack left. What up, Turt? It was, Kelsey. It was going to happen eventually anyway, so. Now you've all got the proof. See this? Look. I mean. Myles Garrett. Michael Pittman Jr., Puka Nacua. Oh, Cam Ward to end it out of 275 for the Titans. Right at the end there, Kate. A little bit of love. Brian Thomas Jr., Jaden Daniels, and a Tate Ratledge. Back in time. All right. That is that. Now, I know. Look, I know. Sometimes that happens, you guys. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it doubles up for one team, and it did it twice in the same break. Not much you can do about that, but we can be happy for the people that did double up, because that doesn't happen all the time. I'm going to do a recap of this, and then we will do a roll call for whatever may be off the board in the next one. Like I said, it is a half case of Resurgence. I'll have to open a new case for that, and I will. There is no share goal anymore, Kelsey. Just likes. More or less, you guys, it was all the share goal was just basically what we were seeing on the back end is that there's just a whole bunch of shares going to one like when they did it, they were just sending it out to one person, and we never actually, more or less, it was a little too easy. So needless to say, we gave a lot of cards away for quite a while there. Now we're doing light goals. So you're at 37,000. There are 200 people in the room. I'd say there's probably 5 to 6 people liking the screen right now, their monitor or their phone or whatever. If you guys doubled that or tripled that, we'd already be shopping the stand. So just for good measure, the more people that like, the faster it happens. Quinshawn Judkins, RJ Harvey, Riley Leonard, Joe Burrow, Trey Harris out of 299, Shadur, Devin Neal out of 225, Geno Smith out of 149, Laporta, McCarthy, Genty, Dart, Justin Herbert, Devontae Smith, Jonathan Taylor out of 399, Saquon Barkley, Matthew Stafford out of 425, Devin Achane out of 75, Jonathan Taylor out of 99, Debo and Savion Williams for the pack. Kelly, when I say stuff like that, it's to help the people that have been sitting in here liking the whole time. If I could get a few people to help them, then it's worth it. Because that means that the person that's been sitting there liking for 5 to 10 minutes straight can take a break because everybody else is liking too, so it's not that big a deal. Helm out of 125, Pat Bryant, Egbuka out of 425, T-Law out of 250, Cam Ward out of 275. It's Jaden Higgins out of 125. It's Jaden Higgins on another auto. It's Cam Scattaboo. And when you thought that was done, and we weren't, and there was another Cam Scattaboo. And then there was Quinshawn Judkins out of 250. And that's just the way it is. I mean, that's just the way it is. I don't know. The first break of the day's in the book. It's done. It's done. It's in the books. It's in the books. It's done. It's done. It's done. Now I got to get another break up there. Thanks, Mini Primo. That was great. Good morning, Adriana. Now, all right. This break is full. I'm waiting for the next one to update. We're going to run the other half of this case. It hasn't quite done it yet. If you are in this break and you think you might miss some of it, take a screenshot. You have your break number. You have your name beside your squad, and that's all you need. That's all you need. All replays are on YouTube. 238 Cards on YouTube is where it's at. But we got ripping to do, folks. Oh, it just changed. So I'm going to put the same exact break in there, you guys. If you either missed out on your team or if you're trying to get your team in a whole case, this is the other half of that. So give me 1 second. Okay, and it is in the shop. Let me pin it. And this is going to take a couple of seconds here. That's 6 hobbies. Where's the one that didn't want to stand up? It's this one. We're going to start with the one that didn't want to stand up. All right. Good luck. Other half of the case is in the shop right this very instant. Oh, nice. Chorus, that's awesome. Nothing. Good luck. On a Monday morning. Mike Evans. Brock Bowers, Brian Thomas Jr. We start out with a Harold Fannin out of 375, Cam Ward, and a Terrence Ferguson. All right, all right, all right. Ball head, scallywag. Amon-Ra St. Brown, George Pickens, Dak Prescott, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and our first auto is a Bronco. It is Patrick Surtain out of 50. That's a nice start, Denver. Copacetic, we'll take that. And Josh Simmons, our first deed of the break. Probably the best corner in football. I guess that's arguable. He's definitely not a womp-womp. On set, maybe you don't know things about football or something.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Kyle Hamilton, Michael Penix, Kyron Williams, Will Campbell, J.J. McCarthy Refractor, and Isaac Tesla. Oh, no, I was just correcting your comment. That's all on set. Are you feeling okay about it? Kind of feels like you're not. Roma Dunzi, Chuba Hubbard, Lamb Jack, Brian Thomas Jr., Caleb, and Derek Harmon. Up for a little criticism, perhaps? No? Can't handle it? It's okay. You'll make it. Jonathan Taylor, Lad McConkey, Drake May, Will Johnson on the refractor, a Luther Burden III on the RPA, and enters onset womp womp. How many yards he get last season? Well, you almost completed an entire sentence there. It was close. Maybe next year. Jalen Milrow. Darius Slayton, Devontae Smith, Nick Bosa, Kyron Williams out of 50. Christian McCaffrey and Ellick. Yes, that's right. It was almost a sentence. I don't know. Maybe this is the year you get a little bit better grammar. I don't know. Maybe not. Tucker Kraft, Trevor Lawrence, Derwin James, Princely, Colson Loveland, and Quinn Ewers. Alvin Kamara, Jalen Hurts, George Kittle, Tony Pollard, Malik Neighbors, and Danny Stutzman. It is out of 50. I don't know the first number. 5. 5 out of 50. Geno Smith, Patty Mahomes, Gibbs, Rome Adunzi out of 175, Omarion Hampton on the refractor, and Mimbu. Not a bad start to the 6 boxes. No, it is not desolder. It's what's in the shop is this. It's the other half of this case. 6 hobbies. Matt Stafford, Travis Kelce, Josh Hines Allen, Xavier McKinney, J.J. McCarthy, and Trevor Achan. Yeah, that one's pretty bad, Tim. Garrett, none of them are spectacular. That one's, I don't know, maybe he was at the end of the, maybe that was at the end of the day for him. Bijan, Geno Smith out of 425, Drake May, and Malachi Starks. Old Geno. Old Geno. Joe Burrow. Trey Hendrickson, Zay Flowers out of 99, Brock Bowers refractor, Nico Collins, and a Travis Hunter base. All right, 1 down, 5 to go. Let's get a little bit of this base up out of here. Get on out of here. All right, round 2, fight. I won't see a Superman. And whoever wins Shop the Stand, we'll do that at the end of this break. Whoever it may be. Trey Hendrickson, Tucker Kraft, Trevor Lawrence, Lamb Jack on the refractor, Herbie, and Michael Williams. Is it RPA already? Already? Derwin James, Alvin Kamara, Jalen Hurts, Jahad Campbell. And for the Colts, Tyler Warren on the RPA. All right. Don't stop now. Alex, you're on the board, bro. Good morning, Chelsea. Log VN.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a D.
And DK. George Kittle. Tony Pollard, Geno Smith, a Shadur Sanders out of 350. Achan and Mike Green. Back then, they didn't want him. Good morning, Craig. Good, Anthony. It was good. I told everybody I started a new show. I hadn't started it. Well, it's not a new show, but I started watching Silo. I'm about 3 episodes in. Crosby, Metcalf, Ridley, Derrick Henry, Tet, and Besh. J.C. Horn, Sutton, Pittman, Barron for the Broncos out of 199. Mahomes and Egbuka. What up, STG? Good morning, good morning. Oh, we got some ripping to do. Uh-oh, let's see who won. Travis Maxon. If you're in here, let me know. Is that you, Young Buck? Oh, that is you. Okay, Young Buck, just wait till the break's over. Wait till the break's over and we'll do Shop the Stand. It'll be a little bit. Puka, Olave, Brock Purdy out of 250. Chuba on the refractor, Olave and Will Howard. Not too bad. A little Brock Purdy action. Yeah, no, it's the other half of this case. That's what's pinned. The other half of this case. Mahomes, Gibbs, Odunze, Jade out of 425, Travis Hunter and Shamar Turner. Good morning, Rich. Welcome on in, dog. Chuba Hubbard, Lambjack, Jonathan Taylor refractor. Well. Scat type of morning, huh? Scat out of 375 for the Giants going to Cade. Anthony, we might, obviously, all I can go off of is what we've got in the shop right now. When that sells, I might make a different decision. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'll do some baseball too. But we're going to focus one break at a time. One break at a time, Anthony. One break at a time. And good morning. Lad McConkey, May, Slayton, Arroyo, Josh Allen on the refractor, and Bashaw Tootin. Yeah, they may be a little bit higher numbered, Cade, but they do. You're right. Good morning, Landon. They might be a little bit higher numbered, but the appeal of it, the look, I'm with you. Barkley, Darnold, Stafford, Scat on the refractor, Justin Jefferson, and a Jackson Dart base. Appreciate you hopping in that next one, STG. Travis Kelce, Josh Hines, Allen, McKinney, Garrett, Howard, and Kyle Williams. Bosa, Robinson, Burrow, Bryce Young out of 225 for the Panthers. Okay, it's a start. DK on the refractor, and Chris Paul. All right. Hey, did you know there's 4 hobbies left? Well, technically 3, because I'm about to open this one. I need a deed now. All righty then. Jamar Chase, Jared Goff, Sauce Gardner, TJ Sanders out of 199, Shuck, and Barron. Nate, you've got the gist of it. Now, Nate, whenever somebody asks me that, first of all, good morning. My name's Primo. Welcome to 238 Cards. I would watch a whole bunch of breaks before you ever hop in. That way you feel comfortable about what you're getting into, because there's a lot of things to know, like different years of product, all of that stuff. Now, you've got the gist of it right. Basically, you get a team. When all the teams are sold in that break, whatever it might be, which the next one is 6 hobby boxes of Resurgence. Whenever all the teams are gone, we open it up. Whatever team you got, whatever comes out of it, you get. Let's say you like the Niners. There could be 10 Niners cards in there. There could be none. Like, you just don't know until you open it. Herbert, McKinstry, Purdy, Bosa. Well, I guess it was time for a true deed. Oh, don't you worry about it. I said don't worry about it. It's just Caleb Williams out of 10.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
A deed. And Mason Graham. Oh, and the number is 8. The number is 8. Well, how about that, Alex? Jaden Daniels, Rashid Shadeed, Will Anderson, Stutzman, Jordan Love Refractor, and Maxwell Harrison. Well. Debo, Stroud, Nix, Travis Hunter Refractor, Brock Purdy, and Derek Harmon. This pack didn't want to open. Judy, Williams, London, Love, Sanders, Jalen Milroe. It's out of 10. It's out of 10, AJ. It's out of 10. Achan, Lawrence, Watt, Omar Norman, Lott out of 425, Xavier Worthy, and an Ellick. James Cook, Swift, Waddle, Devontae Smith, Shadur Sanders, and Terrence Ferguson. RPA. Fields, Rogers, Brown, Quinn Ewers. We'll take that too. For the Raiders, it is Dante Thornton Jr. out of 149. Raiders are on the board. Tyler. I know we want that other guy. Or two. Actually, there's a couple of guys we want. But it was Dante Thornton Jr.'s turn. I mean, what are you going to do about that? I mean, what can you do? And Josh Simmons. Chris Jones, J.J. McCarthy, Kyler Murray, and Omarion Hampton out of 275 for the Chargers. Tay, Amon-Ra, and Tesla. Omarion. And when I finish these 3 packs, that's just the halfway point in this break. Collins, Surtain, Lamb, Young, Hampton, and Quinn Ewers. Marvin Harrison Jr., Tua, Malik Neighbors, Herbie out of 100, J.J. McCarthy, and Stutzman. Wilson, Mayfield, Shadur again, this time out of 275. Darius Slayton, Mike Evans, and Mimbu. It is, Jake. Yes, it is. Yes, it are. All right. Getting some of this base out of my way, and we'll get into box number 4. Same exact break is pinned at the bottom of your screen and is the other half of this case. Corinths, I mean, Breaker's Delights are fun. So this is how I would put Breaker's Delight. They're always going to be more than Hobby, and all you're really getting out of it is an extra auto. So with that said, yes, they're fun. A Delight is basically a hobby without all the base and stuff in it. So they can be fun, but I've seen Delights be not great. I mean, they can't all be good. Some have been good and some have been like okay. So that's all I'd say about that. Nothing wrong with either product. I'd say probably the better cards that I've pulled have come right out of a regular hobby. Josh Allen, Campbell, Worthy, Bosa, Mayfield, and Eamon Warry. Jackson Smith, Coop DeJean, Stephon Diggs, Tyleek Williams. RPA is woo. Hey, look at this. That's not a redemption. Good morning, Amanda. Matthew Golden, 59 out of 99 for the Packers. I repeat, that is not a redemption. That is not a redemption. It's right here. It's right here in my hand. Here it is. You see it? There it is. And Gunnar Helm. Hill, Crosby, Metcalf, Patrick Mahomes out of 425, Neighbors, and Trey Harris. Patty. Oh, I saw people paying $5, Jake, over and over again. Swift, Waddle, Fields, Rogers, Gibbs, Shooter. Good morning, JST. Appreciate you, bro. AJ Brown, Chris Jones, JJ McCarthy, Will Anderson. Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that, Jake. It's probably a bad idea. That's just my opinion. You probably don't want to do that. You'd be much better served finding megas and blasters. Imagine how many megas and blasters you could get for that amount. Will Anderson out of 299, Jackson Dart, and Jaden Higgins. What up, Meta? Kyler Murray, Jamar Chase, Walter Nolan out of 399, Devontae Smith, RJ Harvey, and Jalen Royals. Walter Nolan, huh? Ridley, Henry, Horn, Princely out of 225, Marvin Harrison Jr. and Tommy. I see you, Tyler. We ain't done yet. We should still have an auto in this one, and we still got 2 more hobbies to go. And then all I got's this 6 hobby break at the bottom of the screen. It is Austin out of 10. Sutton, Pittman, Nakua, Evans. Well, you knew that would happen eventually. Kind of like McCord. Dylan Gabriel for the Brownies. Jay, I know we want other people than that, but that's who we got. And Matthew Golden. Chris Olave, Barkley and Darnold, Jaden Blue, Joe Burrow Refractor, and Shamar Stewart. I wouldn't say he's done, Bennett. I wouldn't say that. It's just, we'll see. Goff, Gardner, Herbert, Marks, Dart, and Kenneth Grant. Well, the Browns had a ton of rookies. That's another thing. Like, you're probably going to see a Brown of some sort in every break. McKinstry, Purdy, Daniels, Shadeed, Bowers, and Alexander. He's done. What makes you say that, Grant? Will Anderson, are they not using him at all or something? Hutch, Parsons, Drake London out of 399, Lad McConkey, and Caleb Johnson. That's right, Llama. You know what, Adia? All right. 2 boxes left. Not too bad, Llama. Get a little ripping in. This is the first half of the Resurgence case. The other half's pinned at the bottom of your screen. And we'll just see where the morning takes us. We'll do some baseball in the afternoon, too. At least a couple, anyways. We do have a release day on Wednesday for baseball. It is, man, I forget. I think Pristine. I think it's Pristine. Bo Nix, Judy, Williams, Aaron Rodgers out of 375, Henry, and Scorton. Between Watson and Sanders. I don't even know how real this was, but I saw a video of people complaining about Deshaun Watson. Problem is that the Browns spent a bunch of money on him, so. Drake London. Jordan Love, Devin Achane, Darius Slayton, and we got an on-card auto here. It is a rookie. Good luck. Xavier Watts. It is out of 10. Hey, is that a Brown we want? I think it is. Quinshawn Judkins, 4 out of 10 on the auto for the Browns. Now, that's a little bit better than Dylan Gabriel.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Well, that's 2 out of 10s. Grant, there's no such thing as a case hit in Pops. There's only super short print. And no, that's not one of them. Dexter Lawrence, TJ Watt, Cook, Kelvin Banks, Trevor Lawrence, and Taj Brooks. Lamb, Bryce Young, Marvin Harrison Jr., Drake May Refractor, Dak Prescott, and Omar Norman Lott. No, he doesn't, Lalo. He looks the exact same as he always did. Come on. Tua, Malik Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, Jalen Lane, RPA. Is it a Brown again? Quinshawn Judkins box. Quinshawn Judkins box. Well, that's another one. And another one. And another one.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
And Jalen Reed. Good morning, Kimberly. Thanks for the rose. Baker Mayfield, Samuel, Stroud, Justin Herbert out of 199, CeeDee Lamb, and Dylan Gabriel one more again. All right, you're starting to annoy me, quick, Matthew Golden. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. No, it's the same break pin at the bottom of your screen. It's going to be the other half of this case, and there's only 7,942 teams left in it. So that's almost halfway. Michael Penix Jr., Kyron Williams, Gonzalez, Cam Ward on the refractor, Tet, and Torrey Horton. Cam what? Brees Hall. Christian McCaffrey, Bucky Irving, Terry McLaurin, Luther Burden, and Atai Felton. Jettas. Collins, Surtain, Jack Sawyer out of 125. That looks crisp and clean there. Ashton Genty and Ashton Genty. So freshy, so fresh. Exciting. STG, I can only worry about one thing at a time. So right now my focus is on the other half of that case. we're not just going to skip past that. We're going to pay attention to that one, and then we'll see what the future holds. Smith, Bosa, Evans, Bowers, Judkins, and Jackson. Brian Thomas Jr., Amon-Ra St. Brown, George Pickens, Herbie out of 250, Matt Stafford, and Abdul Carter. Dak Prescott, Kyle Hamilton, Joshua Allen out of 175, Lad McConkey, Xavier Worthy, and Jack Sawyer. We've hit a lot of numbered QBs. Now, can we get an Acha? Can we get an Acha? All right, last box. Speak now, forever hold your peace. That's it. There's no more boxes in this break. You're looking at it. We got 2 out of 10s, a couple out of 50s. Matthew Golden actually showed up on an auto. Or with an auto. That wasn't a redemption. All right, here we go. The finale. Hutch, Parsons, and Allen. Nolan out of 299, Genty, and Rebel Jr. The final box. Good morning, BGT. Campbell, Worthy, Njigba, Odunze. For the Texans, it is Jaden Higgins on the auto, Miggs, and TJ Sanders. Well, look at that. It's been a Jaden Higgins type of morning, folks. What do you want me to do? I can't do nothing about it. Scat and Higgins want to show up. They ain't worried. They don't care. They don't care. Coop DeJean, Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, Travion, Josh Allen Refractor, and Denzel Burks. Chase, Goff, Gardner, Gibbs on the refractor, Aaron Rodgers, and Benjamin Morrison. Well, here it is. Here's the RPA. Herbie, McKinstry, Purdy, Jalen Walker. For the Chargers out of 99, it is Trey Harris on the RPA and Tyler Warren. Big Perm. I see some pretty decent cards up there. Jaden Daniels, Shadid, Will Anderson, Tom Brady out of 149. Well, at least one buck showed up. Garrett Wilson and Savion Williams. It's Tom Brady. It's Tom. TJ Watt, James Cook, DeAndre Swift, Maxwell Harrison, Caleb Williams, and a Malachi Moore. Yeah, no, we've got one shop to stand I need to do after this. And then we're about 60,000 likes away from the next one. And the one after that will be a little bit easier. So once you get to 200,000, the next one will be even easier. Waddle, Fields, Rogers, Brown, Nix, Collins. Chris Jones, J.J. McCarthy, Kyler Murray, Kyle McCord out of 375, Egbuka Refractor, and Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Oh, no, there's no shortage of teams left in the next one. Easy, big, doesn't matter. They're all there. Samuel, Stroud, Nix, Judy, May, and Ratledge. Williams, London, Love, Caleb Johnson out of 250, Jared Goff, and a Jack Kaiser. Last pack magic. Achan, Lawrence, Travis Hunter out of 299, Patty Mahomes, Bijan, and Ollie Gordon. It ends with a Travis Hunter. Don't think we saw him the whole break until right then. Out of 299. All right, let me get this base out of the way here. I'm going to do a recap of this break, and then I'm going to do a roll call of the next break. No, we did not hit a super short print out of the first 6 boxes. We did not. Hit some good cards, but not one of those. All right. All right. Recap is imminent. Recap is imminent. So yeah, we've got a half case break of Resurgence in the shop, and then we can take a look at maybe doing something else after that, but we got to finish the case. We can't just be like, nah, we didn't even see the super short print yet. Caleb Johnson out of 250. McCord out of 375. Egbuka, Henderson, Nolan out of 299. Genty, May, Marks, Burrow. Princely out of 225. Nolan out of 399. Will Anderson out of 299. Quinn Ewers and Omar Norman Lott. Travis Hunter, Scadaboo, Josh Allen, Barron out of 425. Gino out of 425. Omarion. Patty Mahomes out of 425. Josh Allen out of 175. Bryce Young out of 225. Purdy out of 250. And then Aaron Rodgers out of 375. We also had Justin Herbert out of 100. Shadur out of 350. Shadur out of 275. Omarion out of 275. Fannin out of 375. Zay Flowers out of 99. TJ Sanders out of 199. Barron out of 199. Rome out of 175. Kyron Williams out of 50 for the Rams. Herbie out of 250. Jaden Higgins out of 125. Jack Sawyer. Cam Ward. Travis Hunter out of 299. Tom Brady out of 149. Good morning, Fortnite. Justin Herbert out of 199. London out of 399. Dylan Gabriel auto. Tyler Warren RPA. And a Trey Harris RPA out of 99. We also had Dante Thornton Jr. out of 149. Quinn Sean on the RPA, not numbered. Cam Scadaboo out of 375. Matthew Golden RPA out of 99. We had Luther Burden III on the RPA. We had Patrick Surtain 5 out of 50 for the Broncos. We had Quinshawn Judkins on-card auto 4 out of 10. And we had the Caleb Williams 8 out of 10 for the Bears. Who could it be now? Appreciate you, Taylor. Now let me get this to the side here. All right, break 6501 is about to commence. You're only about 12,000 likes away from shopping the stand. The new goal after that will be 238, so we can shop the stand twice pretty quick. Again, take a screenshot right now. You've got your break number. You got your name beside your team. That's all you really need to find your replay on YouTube 238 Cards. Let's take this down and let's get it ripped. 6 Wabi boxes. Next break's pinned at the bottom of your screen. It's the same break we did last week, you guys. The only thing difference is I took a Resurgence Delight out and I replaced it with the Topps Finest. Same break, though. And it has Prism in it, too. All right, good luck. The Prism in it is retail, so it's a 24 retail box and a 25 retail box. And then 4 hobbies. Empty. Oh, and don't sleep on the Topps Chrome Jumbo. That is definitely the biggest box in the break. Like, monetarily, that's the biggest box in that break. And it's not even really close. Good luck. Jay Jettas. Nico Collins, Patty Surtain, Mr. Kaiser out of 299, Ashton Genty, and an Abdul Kata. I see you two, bro. We're going to find out. Oh, we're going to find out. Minardi, good morning. CeeDee Lamb, Bryce Young, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jared Goff, We start out with a Riley Leonard on the auto for the Colts out of 299. Okay. Okay. A Crowd, you're on the board. And Jack Sawyer. Appreciate you hopping in that next one, Crave. Tua. Malik Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, Michael Williams, Jalen Hurts Refractor, and Torrey Horton. Dak Prescott, Kyle Hamilton, Michael Penix, a Jamar Chase on the Refractor, DK Metcalf, and Pat Bryant. You know what? I don't see him as much as you would like. I'm going to top load that. He doesn't show up as much as you would want to see him. Kyron Williams, Christian Gonzalez, Breece Hall. We've got Chris Paul. And for the Texans on the first RPA of the break out of 75. Not bad. Big Ken, you're on the board. That's nice. I like that. That's a good looking RPA right there.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
And Bashal Tutin. Christian McCaffrey, Bucky Irving and Terry McLaurin, Jackson Smith and Jigba out of 299, Josh Allen and Donovan Jackson. It look a goo. It look a real goo. Little JSN action for the Seahawks. Lad McConkey, Drake May and Darius Slayton, Kyle Williams Refractor, Travis Hunter, and DK. What up, Pete? Devontae Smith, Nick Bosa, Mike Evans, Brock Bowers, Josh Allen, and a Mike Green. Brian Thomas Jr., Amon-Ra St. Brown, Pickens, Jordan Love out of 149. There you go, Green Bay. USMC, Cam Scattaboo, and Shamar Turner. And I'll go ahead and reiterate now that I told everybody there about half this break. Some of you guys bought teams in it, and on your receipt it says 6,500. This is actually break 6,501. Some kind of typo or just I don't even know what happened, to be honest. It's the first time that's ever happened. When I looked down and the break number said that, and then it changed. So just know that this is break 6,501. Even though your ticket may say 6,500 on it. And I went down the line. If you want to rewind a little bit and see who that was, you can do that. George Kittle, Pollard, Smith, Mahomes, Burrow, and Kyle Williams. Chris Saxon, what's up, bro? Good morning. Gibbs, Odunze, Hubbard, Devin Neal out of 375, Justin Jefferson, and Chris Paul. I'm lost. Can you help me, Tiffany? Lambjack, Taylor, Jaden Blue out of 15. Whoa. Watch it now. There you go, Cowboys. Out of 15. We take out of 15s. Kyler Murray, Lambjack, and Michael Williams. That's just one box. That's just one box. All right, box number 2. Appreciate you hopping in the next one, Matt. You guys, I see people going into the shop. That's the same break we did last week. The only difference is I took Resurgence Delight out and replaced it with the Finest Delight. Same break, though. Topps Chrome Jumbo's in it. All the goodies you'd ever need still in there. And there's a little bit of Prism Retail in it, too. Jerry Judy. Here comes the doo-doo-doo-doo. Caleb Williams, Drake London, Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow, and Mr. Campbell. Jordan Love, Devin Achane, Dexter Lawrence, Makuba. This is looking slightly maybe low numbered. I don't know. Hang on. Out of 25 for the Raiders, Mr. Jack Besh and a Elijah Arroyo. Not too bad. Not too bad. Did we make it to shop the stand, Mr. Bojangles? What a nice looking RPA, though. Out of 25, look at it. That kind of nasty. That look kind of nasty. We'll take that. Oh, we'll take that. Yes, next break's pinned at the bottom of your screen. 7,492 teams left in it. That means we're almost halfway. We're almost halfway in that next break. Let's see here. Let's get your shop the stand going because I know you guys are going to hit that next goal pretty quick. So the next goal is 238,000. So let me get this one in there. I don't know, Jebediah. Go get a squad and then I'll tell you. Hi. Hi, Jeb. Hi, Jebediah. TJ Watt, James Cook, Swift, Amon Ross, St. Brown out of 250. Jetta and Cam What? It's Cam What? What up, AJ's dad? Good morning. Good morning. You can shop the stand and you get a deed. Christian Gonzalez, Brees Hall, Christian. Oh, well, there it is. I told you that a super short print hadn't been hit. On the string theory for the Colts, Jonathan Taylor. Hey, A-Crowd, you got a deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
It's Shuck and Barron. Irvin, McLaurin, Jefferson, Drake London out of 149, Bo Nix, and Mason Graham. Nice, Spartan. Hey, we're just trying to have a good time and find deeds along the way. That's our daily task. That's our daily goal. What up, Cade? Good morning. Nico Sertan Egbuka out of 299. Pickens on the refractor. Derrick Henry and Maxwell Harrison. Brittany, I usually am, but I haven't been on the last couple of Sundays because I've been on Monday. So, I mean, I'll get back to Sundays here in a little bit. But Waddle, Fields, Rogers, we had a lot going on last month. Darius Slayton out of 275, Lambjack and Lane with Fanatics Fest and the National and all that stuff. Yeah, we had a lot going on. So we'll get back to the regular swing of things here momentarily, I would say. A.J. Brown, Jones, McCarthy, Kyle Hamilton, the Colts box. Tyler Warren on the auto. Okay, that's it. A-Crowd, you're done. You can't have any more A-Crowd. That's it. You're cut off. You're cut off. You're cut off, man. A deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
And Kelvin Banks. Come on. Kyler Murray. Jamar Chase, Jared Goff, Tez Johnson, Shadur Sanders on the refractor, and a Woody Marks base. Oh, I don't know, A-Crowd. You're kind of, yeah, I don't know. It might not stop. This is, you've gotten that out of 2 boxes. You've gotten that out of 2 boxes. It's pretty good. CeeDee Lamb, Bryce Young, Marvin Harrison Jr., Mason Taylor refractor, Abdul Carter, and Jalen Walker. String theory, Jonathan. It's called string theory. Tua, Malik Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, Baker Mayfield, Jackson Diott, and Travion Henderson. You got it. No, thank you. And good morning. Debo, CJ, Bo Nix, Barrett Chiata out of 299, Mike Evans, and a Cam Scattaboo. All right, base. You go to your home, base. You go to your home. All right, this is box number 3 of 6. 3-6. What's up, Jaden? Kool-Aid, Purdy and Daniels, Rashid Shadeed, Tyler Warren, and Tyleek Williams. Will Anderson, Aiden Hutchinson, Micah Parsons, Denzel Burke out of 225, CeeDee Lamb Refractor, and Jaden Blue. Thank you, Mayberry. We did something similar last week. All I did was take out the Resurgence Delight and replace it with Finest. I've had really good luck with Finest. I think I pulled 5 Super Fractors out of Finest so far. So that's all I really did. I just took Resurgence Delight out and put that in. Should be a fun little break. Plus, you know how I am with Prism. If I can find a way to put Prism into a break, you know I'm going to. Josh Allen, Campbell, Worthy, Murray, Worthy, and Princely. Yeah, so when I went to go use my trimmer this morning, Mayberry, it didn't have the accessory needed to do that. So it just went, and I was like, well, that's that. AJ Brown, Chris Jones, JJ McCarthy, Nico out of 425, Cam Scattaboo, and Jalen Lane. Yep, I have to start over. That's all right. It'll be nice and even. You know what I mean? It'll be nice and even. That's a deed. Matt, so there's a Prism 24 retail box in it and a Prism 25 retail box. I wouldn't rest all of my laurels on the Prism. Just be happy that it's in there. The break itself are those hobby boxes. That's what's driving that break. Kyler Murray, Chase, CJ Stroud out of 275, JJ McCarthy, Jalen Hurts, and Kelvin Banks. It's just a little extra bonus. Maybe we get a silver. Maybe we get a checkerboard of somebody that we really want. But Topps Chrome Jumbo, Finest Delight, regular Resurgence Hobby, and regular Cosmic. That's the meat and potatoes of the break. Goff, Gardner, Herbie, Quinshawn, Njigba, and Woody Marks. Yeah, you get used to it. You know what I mean? Maybe you just get used to it over time. I'd say it's probably been about 2 years since I've done that. Cortland Sutton, Pittman, Nakua, Jamar Chase, we got redemption. Makuba. All right, who is it? Is it Golden? Is it Omarion Hampton, or is it another one? Is it somebody else? We're going to find out right now. Topps redemption card. Congratulations. You are due to receive a rookie signature parallel of Omarion Hampton for the Chargers, going to STG. Yeah.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Good morning, Abby. Good morning, Katie. I see you all out there. Olave, Barkley, Darnold, Isaiah Bond, Derrick Henry, and Tez Johnson. No, he signed none of them is what happened, Sydney. That's why they're redemptions. Stafford, Kelsey, Allen, McKinney, Mahomes, and Trey Amos. Jackson Smith, DeJean, Diggs, Colston Loveland, and on the backwards, RPA Tyler. Chuck. STG, that's you. Oh, STG, that's you. Hey, STG. STG, that's you. STG, are you out there? Hey, STG, where are you at? Hey, STG, guess what? That's yours. Yeah, it is. This one right here, this card right here.
Oh, hi. do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
And Will Johnson. I pulled an actual RPA of him in the last break, Abby. It actually existed out of 99. Tyreek Hill, Crosby, Metcalf, Quinshawn, out of 125, first on print. Jordan Love and Will Campbell. I know, right? He exists. It's true. It's true. Calvin Ridley, Derrick Henry, J.C. Horn, Will Howard out of 275, Zay Flowers, and a Mason Taylor. Appreciate you hopping in that next one, Jaden. Yeah, I see quite a few people going to the shop. You guys, there's different stuff going on in that. I kind of just want to point out to you that Topps Chrome Jumbo is definitely the bigger box in that break. Okay. It's because if you hit the right card out of regular Topps Chrome, it's going to be just a tad bit more nastier than probably most products. It's just the way it is. Kind of like Prism was with Panini. Same deal. And we've only opened 2 boxes out of that case, I think. Maybe 3. But still, even at that. Herbert, McKinstry, Purdy, Eamon Worry out of 250, Penix, and Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Mr. Eamon Worry, huh? Well, all right then. Jaden Daniels, Rashid Shadeed, Will Anderson Jr., Nico Collins out of 99. It's Mr. Besh and Benjamin Morrison. You doubled up. You doubled up on the Besh. You did it. That's a clean looking card right there, by the way. It look a good. It look a good. And Nico. Appreciate you, Nate. Good morning. Aiden Hutchinson. Micah. Josh Allen. Thomas. Shuck on the refractor. And Tyler Warren. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, we take Shuck refractors. Yes, we do. I thought you knew. Aaron Rodgers. A.J. Brown, Chris Jones, Jetta's on the refractor, Genty, and Ollie Gordon II. Uh-oh, here we go. Here's the RPA. So we had a Besh and J.J., Christian McCaffrey, Kyler Murray, Shuck, refractor. And for the Texans, it's that, Jaden Higgins out of 99 and Malachi Moore. This guy is showing up like a madman this morning. Big Ken. I mean, we'll take it. We're going to take it. But he's showing up like a madman right now. Actually, the Texans in general.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Now, we've got what's in front of me and 2 more hobbies to my right. Jamar, Goff, Gardner, Chris Olave out of 425, Quinshawn, and Alfred Collins. I'll say this about Resurgence. Boy, it sure does spread the love out with numbered cards for teams. I mean, it's there, folks. It's not, that RPA is not numbered. That particular one's not. Greppin? Williams, London, Love, Jalen Noel, Omarion Hampton, and Barrett Carter. That's Woody Marks behind Shuck right there. Achan, Lawrence, Watt, Cook, Cam Wood, and Tate Ratledge. Swift, Waddle, Fields, Patrick Mahomes out of 425, Ward Refractor, and Jack Kaiser. Marvin Harrison Jr., Tua, Neighbors, Wilson, Ward, and Hampton. It didn't work, did it, Brittany? Baker Mayfield, Samuel, Stroud, TJ Sanders out of 275, Shuck, and Neal. Bo Nix, Jerry Judy, Drake May out of 99. Now that's sharp. Cade will take it. Terry McLaurin, Refractor, Jamar Chase, and Walter Nolan. All right, let's get to business here. Let's get serious. There's only 2 hobbies left. There's only 2 hobbies left. What do we got? Huh? Is it super time? Is it super time? Is it time for a super? Mulligan, I see you. Mulligan, let me get through this break. I'll do a recap of it, and then we'll shop the stand. And then you're only 15,000 likes away from us doing another one. Josh Allen, Campbell, Worthy, Trey Amos, Josh Allen, and Will Johnson. Jackson Smith, Coop DeJean, Diggs, Hill, Genty, and Campbell. Crosby, Metcalf, Ridley, Tez Johnson out of 425, Shadur Refractor, and Mason Taylor. It's Tez. It's your boy Tez. Sauce, Herbie, McKinstry, Purdy, Egbuka, and Tyleek. Jaden Daniels, Rashid Shadeed, Will Anderson, Mason Graham out of 199, Josh Allen, and a Jaden Blue. Hutch, Parsons, Princely out of 100, Penix on the refractor, Metcalf, and Princely again. Those out of 100s looks pretty cool too. I don't know what that is. It's almost like a matte. I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely different than the other ones though. It stands on its own. Garrett, Bosa, Bijan Robinson, Christian Gonzalez. Our auto is Trey Harris for the Chargers. First on print out of 299. Going to STG. STG somewhere out there hitting a whole bunch of autos right now. And RJ Harvey. Farmer in the Dell. The farmer in the Dell. Joe Burrow, Trey Hendrickson, Tucker Kraft, RJ Harvey, Brock Purdy refractor, and Quinshon Judkins. Hi-ho the dairy-o. The farmer in the Dell. The cheese stands alone. The cheese stands alone. Derrick Henry, J.C. Horn, Sutton, Kyron Williams, Trevor Lawrence, and Makuba. Kurt, the question of the day is, what is something that you disliked eating when you were a kid and now you like it? Michael Pittman Jr., Puka Nacua, Chris Olave, Riley Leonard. Our RPA is a Steeler this time. Caleb Johnson and Tez Johnson. White Castle. Didn't like White Castle, huh? And then now it's okay. Probably those little onions is what it was. You probably didn't like those little onions when you were a kid. Oh, you didn't like Menudo when you were growing up, but now you do, War Dog? That makes sense. Yeah. What about Ricky Martin? Saquon Barkley, Sam Darnold, Matt Stafford, Brock Purdy out of 350, Lad McConkey, and Trey Amos. Travis Kelce, Josh Hines, Allen, Xavier McKinney, Cortland Sutton out of 100, Joe Burrow, and Riley Leonard. Well, I've seen a few people say sweet potato. Good morning, Mem. All right, last box magic. The finale is now. I still don't like avocado. I mean, actually, you know what? I don't dislike it. I just don't want it on anything. To me, and I don't know how other people feel about it, avocado tastes like absolutely nothing. It is the food version of water. Empty. Sarah, I asked, what is a food that you did not like growing up when you were a kid that you like now? Mike Evans, Brock Bowers, Brian Thomas Jr., Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy, and Tet. Pork chops? Surprised the country girl didn't like pork chops. I guess anything's possible these days. Amon-Ra, Pickens, Prescott, Colston Loveland. We got another redemption. All right. Luther Burden. Is it going to be Matt this time? Topps redemption card. Congratulations. You are due to receive a Resurgence rookie relic signature base of Matthew Golden. Well, we got both of them in this one. USMC. That one's yours. That's the RPA too. Resurgence rookie relic. Yep.
Hi, if you're new to 238 Cards, welcome on in. It is break time. If for some reason you may not be able to see the break that you're in, like, life happens and you just don't have the time to watch this particular break, guess what? You have
Johnny,
a place to go to watch
chance.
the replay. It is YouTube,
got one
238 Cards on YouTube. The most important thing you'll need is your break number.
Did I get the wrong
if you
one?
want to take the time to look and see who you have in the break
Hamilton,
as well, that will
Penix,
help, but the break number will
Williams,
get you to
Jamar
where you
Chase
need to be.
Out of
Have a great break,
St.
folks.
Brown and
I wonder
Braden
what
Swinson.
deeds we'll see today.
Allergic to avocados. I just haven't. I don't. T-Law, James, Kamara, Hertz, Hampton, Colston Loveland. Kittle, Pollard, Smith, Achan out of 299, JJ McCarthy, and Bond. I just don't taste it. Yes, avocado has a taste. The taste is nothingness. That is what avocado tastes like. Now, if you put it into guacamole or something, it's got a little, you could taste it a little different. But other than that, that's it. Patty Mahomes, Gibbs, Omari and Hampton out of 399, Breece Hall, Mike Evans, and Jalen Noel. Correct, Allie. The taste is mush. No, Jess, no, don't worry. My name's, I forgot what my name was. I forgot what I said my name was. Fernando. My name's Fernando. I'm filling in for Primo. I'm his twin brother. Christian Gonzalez, Breece Hall, Bucky Irving, Jordan Love out of first on print out of 399. Tyler Shuck and Kyler McCord. All right, Mim, I'll check that out. Is everything okay? Wow, you guys look alike. Terry McLaurin, Justin Jefferson, Nico Collins, Bucky Irving on the refractor. Isaac Tesla for the Lions. Going to Bennett. Last chance, last deed. Oh, that's nice, Jess. We take those. and Harold Fannin Jr. Patty Surtain, CeeDee Lamb, Bryce Young, Isaiah Bond, Tyler Shuck Refractor, and Ty Robinson. It's Shuck. Yeah, the Titans did you wrong, Johnny. With all those rookies, they did you a little bit wrong. Rome Odunze, Chuba Hubbard, Lambjack, Quinshawn, Shadur, and Shuck. Jonathan Taylor, Lad McConkey, Drake May, our mini diamond, Rashid Shaheed for the Seahawks, Shadur, and Thomas. These are typically one per case. Darius Slayton, Devontae Smith, Nick Bosa, Isaiah Bond out of 149, Amon-Ra on the refractor, and Jordan James. All right, well, that was that. Let me get this base out of my way real quick. We will do a recap of what was just done, and then I'll get the next break on the table. We got a little ways to go on that one. I don't think we're anywhere near halfway, but it is a different break than this one. So let's do this recap real quick, and we shall continue onward. Appreciate you, Young Buck. Where's the... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We're going to look at all of them anyways. All right, recap time. Bond out of 149. Judkins, Loveland, Sutton out of 100. Also, actually, you know what? Let's start over. So if somebody goes straight to the end of this and goes to watch their replay and they weren't in here for it, depending on who you might be, your break number here, I'll go over it right now. I'm going to make this as easy as I possibly can so we're not getting any after the fact stuff. If you were in this break, CK, Lagooch, Copacetic, Two Broke Crew, STG, Jared, 84, Colin with the Falcons, Niners is CK, Casey, Fowler, Matt, Nate, Bennett, Leonard with the Panthers, Cade with the Patriots, Wojo with the Ravens, Saints, STG, Steelers are Poe Pimp, Titans was Johnny Blue Moon, and Scotty Mint. Your break number is going to say 6,500 on this break, okay? It is not. It is break 6501. It was something happened on the back end with the technology that made it change before I could catch it. So that is just full discretion, letting you know. I mean, it's simple enough. You can see your name beside your squad in this. So that right there tells you everything. But that's just for anybody that might not have been here. Shadur, Darius Slayton out of 275, Egbuka out of 299, Drake London out of 149, Jackson Smith out of 299, Nico out of 425, CJ Stroud out of 275, Burke out of 225, Amon-Ra out of 250, Neal out of 375, Love out of 149, Judkins out of 125, Scat, Shuck, Norman Lott out of 399, Chase out of 275, Purdy out of 350, Sutton out of 100, Loveland and Judkins. Bond out of 149, Harvey, Princely out of 100, Graham out of 199, Johnson out of 425, Sanders, TJ Sanders out of 275, Patty out of 425, Cam Ward, Shuck, Eamon Worry, Howard out of 275, Loveland, Chase, Judkins, Carter out of 299, Taylor, Williams, Chase, and Kaiser out of 299. We also had Caleb Johnson on the RPA, Trey Harris, first on print out of 299, Chris Olave out of 425, Derrick Henry, Rashid Shaheed, Mini Diamond, Devin Achane out of 299, Shuck, RPA for the Saints, Jordan Love, first on print out of 399, Drake May out of 99, Tyler Warren, Riley Leonard out of 299. Matthew Golden, redemption. Jack Besh out of 99. Omarion Hampton, redemption. Jaden Blue out of 15. Jaden Higgins out of 99. We had Besh out of 25. Out of 75, Woody Marks. Tesla out of 250. And the Jonathan Taylor super short print on the string theory. Let's start with some Prism retail. I'm going to start with 24. We're not going to start with any of these. I don't think we should end with that. We should end, no, let's end with this. So we'll do it like this. Yep. All right, I figured it out. Somehow I did it. All right, good luck, everybody. Last football break of the day is pinned at the bottom of your screen, and then we'll move on to baseball. It's kind of, I don't know. It's right in between. I don't usually put baseball up for about another hour anyway, so. No, Noni, I'm only going to be on 1 day a week from now on, and this is it. Good luck. We've got Gardick, Ivan Pace Jr., Johnny Wilson, and Josh Allen on the green cracked dice. Very expired kid reporter. Topps Chrome Badminton, that comes out in November, bro. No, I don't. No, not necessarily, Noni. Just know that I'll typically be on 6 days a week, no matter what days they are. Fred Warner, Singletary, Prescott, and Anderson. I've got Brad Johnson, Flowers, Bland, and Fisk. There'll be more base packs in this than in others. Than the 25, so. YouTube replays are already up, Mold Man. Darius Slay, Smith, Caleb Williams, and Barry Sanders. Now, if you're looking for one today, that's the live stream. You just got to click on the live stream and rewind it. That's how you can see today's. But all the other ones are there. Hey, that's a Barry Sanders silver right there. All right, Llama, I'll check it out at some point. Appreciate you, bro. Jalen Hurts, BB, checkerboard for the Rams. Make sure it was Mold Man. No, because you got now that I remember it, you got in 6501. You need to pay attention to that. Okay, you were somebody that I was trying to get a hold of, and you weren't. I don't think you were responding to me. So, the break you were in 6501. I know it doesn't say that, but that's the one you're in. Hendrickson, Reed, Smith, and Christian McCaffrey. Brian Robinson Jr., Jordan, Elliott, and Watson. Terry Bradshaw, Kamara, Shakir, and Culp. Expired kid reporter. Tyler Lockett, Bosa, True Green Cracked Ice. Yep. Lambjack for the Ravens, and that definitely qualifies as a deed, Travis. That qualifies as a deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
I see you, Llama. McBride, Mims, Badgett, and Pearsall. What up, ATG? We've got Richard Sherman, Will Levis, Holtz, and Karlaftis. So, Moldman, when I looked down, it said 6501. Our first break of the day, our second break of the day was 64.99. Then the next one was 6,500. So whatever happened, when I looked down, it said 6501, and I put them in there. I even looked at the bottom of my screen and it said it. But when I looked back when I was done ripping, it reverted back to 6500. So just go rewind and go to right where it's recap time and listen to me. I explain it pretty well right there. Davis, Vinatieri, Thrash, and Xavier Ligeti. Okay. So then, yeah, you just got to keep up with which one it is. That's it, Mold Man. Which I've never seen that happen before, but I saw it happen today because I looked down at my phone and it said 6501. So I put the next break in there. When it came back, it said 6500. So whatever happened. Spears, Hushmanzada, Swift, Baker, and Will Anderson Jr. DK Metcalf, Lawrence Taylor, Boomer Esiason, and Malik Neighbors. Lambjack, Jacobs, Quentin Johnston, and a Latu rookie for the Colts on the checkerboard, 2024 edition. Jalen Warren, Jewel Sanders, and Devin Leary. Marshall Faulk, Terrell Owens, Jamar Chase, and Frank Gore. Who'd he sign with Stolen Valor? AJ Terrell, Rashi Rice, Jerzon Newton, and AJ Brown on the green cracked ice. Kid Reporter. I don't even know what that means to Bro Crew. Henry, Parsons, Herbert, and Patty Surtain II for the Broncos on the checkerboard. Broncos. Panthers. Oh. Davis, Okereke, Moore, and Shipley. Vita Vey, Higgins, Schultz, and Aaron Donald base. Eckler, Watt, Kincaid, and Lawrence. Surtain, Jones, Brendan Rice, and a Jared Goff on the prison break. Ooh. Yeah, Minnow. It's so you just have to go to the live stream and rewind it. Derek Carr, Stewart, Wilson, and Butker. All right, here, let me take care of Caleb too. Might as well. I know it's just a regular base rookie, but still. It's Prism. All right, 25 Prisms next. Next break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. That's the last football break I'm doing this morning. You're looking at it. That's it. Still got 6 hobbies in it, though. Stolen Valor, there is no such thing. We can't do that. We're maxed out on those. Garrett, Ligete, Newbin, and Joe Burrow on the fractal. Green cracked ice. Craig Morton, Owosu, Trey Hendrickson, and Hunter. That's right, Nick. You know how it is. You know how I do. Michael Penix, Shockey. Our checkerboard is Deron Bland and a Kid Reporter. You're probably not wrong, Stolen Valor. That's probably true. Wilkins, Bonix, Coleman, and Carter. No, it's there. I don't. It's maxed out. That's never going to happen. Jordan Love, Lattimore, Chancellor, and Pat Bryant on the silver. ATG, they're expired. You might as well just go cut up a piece of go get you a cardboard box and cut it up. It's the same thing. Sneed, Henry, Jennings, and Kyle Williams. Knox, Mixon, Fitzgerald, and Derwin James Jr. Brock Bowers, Achan, Estime, and Maffa. Aaron Glenn, Miller, Garcia, Jordan Addison on the green cracked ice. Fireworks for the Vikings going to Derek. Craig, Samuel, Chase, and Eamon Worry. Verse, Bigsby, Checkerboard, Cardinals, Kid Reporter. It is Buda Baker for the Cardinals on the checkerboard. All right, Buda. Should be one more of those. And a true green cracked ice to go. Kelly, Riggs, McManus, and Ty Felton. Biner, Williams, Pollard, and Patty Mahomes on the Prism Break green cracked ice for the Chiefs. Surtain, Jordan, McBride, Shadur on the base rookie. Vernon Davis, Brian Robinson Jr., Ed Reed, and our true green cracked ice is Christian Watson. That's pretty good. Kid Reporter. I see you guys having at it over there. Trying to figure out who gets the stool and who doesn't. The answer's neither of you. You both get the floor. Justin Jefferson, Pacheco, Briggs, and Travion Henderson. That's actually a good green cracked ice there. Pittman, Allen, Barkley, Russell Wilson. Ertz, Young, Taylor, Mayfield, and Shuck. Bro, I should. I don't know if I'd want to stay there, bro. I don't think I'd want to stay there. That's just me personally. I don't think I could. Nah. Nope. No, I could visit it. Like you could get it and I could come by and say hi. But I don't think I can't sleep in that place. Lofton, Evans, Will Johnson, and the Kid Reporter. You're staying in the well. You're staying in the well, bro. Bo. Kamara, Breeze, and Thornton. Precious. Kyler Murray. Minka Fitzpatrick, Ron Jaworski, and a Sean Taylor on the green cracked ice. Seahorn, Boswell, Rozier, and Tet. Pickens, Coker, Shakir, and Steven Jackson, another Kid Reporter. I don't doubt that for a second, Arkham. Bijan, Steve Spurrier, Nico, and Cam Ward. Yeah, he comes in the room now and doesn't even say anything. He'll come in every day, Arkham, and doesn't say a word, doesn't say a peep, and I can see him. I can see when he comes in here, but he doesn't say a word, nothing. He's in here stalking, man. All right, Cosmic is next. So we're done with the retail. Bruh. Whoa, look at this. What in the world? There's like nothing in the top of the box. All right, empty. It's Cosmic. And then we've got 3 more hobbies to go. We've got Finest Delight, Resurgence Regular Hobby, and Topps Chrome Jumbo. Hertz, Smith, Swift, and more. Yes, that's the last football break I'm doing this morning. Then we're going to baseball. So if you want to do football, it's in the shop right now. Aaron Jones, Rico Dowdle, Cam Ward, and Upton Stout. Something? Sure. Yes, absolutely you can. What do we got? Steelers? All right, I got you, bro. I got you. I got you. I got you. Darnold. Pollard. Omarion Hampton and Travion Henderson and Pat Bryant. I do, G-Money. I do. Max Crosby, DK Metcalf, Monungai, and on the Space Dust. Yeah, we want those. 4 out of 75, Patrick Mahomes on the Space Dust for the Chiefs. Going to Crave. Well, Crave. Did you just get a little bit of a D?
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Yeah, yes, I do, Arkham. Yes, I do. I'm in. Travis Achan, Gibbs, Bucky Irving, and Scorton. What up, El Jefe? I did, Southpaw. I did. Pickens, Myles Garrett, Malachi Starks, and Jared Judy for the Browns. Leopard Cards just shows up every day, sometimes around the same time, and puts the same thing in there. Indiana Bears down. Indiana Bears down. Cheyenne. What's a food, as a young Cheyenne? Little baby Cheyenne, little young Cheyenne. What food did you not like when you were a kid? But when Cheyenne grew up, she was like, hey, bad. I like it. Zay Flowers, Robinson, Josh Allen, and Jalen Noel. I see it every day, Leopard Cards. I see it every day. I just dismiss it as gibberish. That's all. Lambjack, Danny Dimes, Tyreek Hill, and Ellick. No, I'm not, Arkham. Derwin James Jr., Drake May, Josh Allen, and Jalen Royals. A lot of people said Brussels sprouts. Neighbors, Goddard, Fields, and Tootin. I don't. Leopards Cards, I don't. I just question your team choice, your choice of teams. Nico Collins, Patty Surtain, and you could do the same to me. I like the Lions. Nick Emanwari and Kyle Pitts. Actually, you could probably say maybe I'm a little bit worse, really. Historically, the Lions are definitely probably worse overall than the Bears. So, yeah, we've got that going for us. Oh, wonks. You know what? If I'm at a super fancy, rich place, restaurant, I'll eat oysters. Other than that, I'm not. Hall, Waddle, and Ingram Dawkins. Sushi or seafood in general. Tua, Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray on the nucleus, and Omarion Hampton. Tow truck perm. Tow truck perm. I don't know if I want to divulge such things to tow truck perm. Dak Prescott. Oh, hi. Hey, did you think I was going to pull a deed? Because you're right, I did. Hey, Steve, how about an on-card auto of Jackson Dart out of Cosmic? How's that sound? Does that sound like something we might want? Maybe? Potentially?
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Cam Ward base, and Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Bingo! Bryce Young, Aaron Jones Sr., Jalen Hurts out of 99, and Ashton Genty. Tow truck. So I am originally from Virginia. I live in Tennessee now. And if you come into the Nashville area at all, there is so much food around here. I can't even tell you, bro. You could be here for the next 20 years and still not try everything. Trey Benson, A-Chan, Kyler Murray, and Riley Leonard. Speaking of, I need to go to Hugh Babies like yesterday. Yep. I forgot all about it. I just remembered it. Theo Johnson, Quincy Williams, Ty Felton, and RJ Harvey. Bucky Irving, Terry McLaurin, Jackson Dart, and Shadur. Oh, look. Now, first of all, you should know better, C. Rummy. You get a 5 minute. You go to the court. You go to timeout for 5 minutes, and C. Rummy, you join with them for playing in with it. You both go sit in the corner now. You've both been moved to the corner. Think about your decisions. Ricky Pearsall, Mike Evans, Geno Smith, and Jonas Sanker. Debo Samuel, Justin Jefferson, Lamb Jack, and Makuba. Let's do regular Resurgence hobby. Yep, let's do that. No, it should be pinned at the bottom of your screen. Yep, there's 432 teams left in the next break. That's nestled right up against halfway. What up, Troy? Darnold, Stafford, Kelsey, Hines Allen, Jaden Daniels, and Xavier Watts. 5-minute penalty box, Ray Ray. Xavier McKinney, Myles Garrett, Joey Bosa, Trey Harris out of 125, Drake May, and Taj Brooks. Bijan, Joe Burrow, Jahmyr Gibbs out of 350, Christian McCaffrey refractor, Jared Goff, and Shadur Sanders. That's my boy, Jahmyr. Trey Hendrickson, Tucker Kraft, Trevor Lawrence, Luther Burden refractor, Bijan Robinson, and Jaden Higgins. Yeah, Severed. I'm not surprised though. He fit the bill for something like that. He had the face of "I'll break my wrist when you're not ready for it." That's exactly what Cade looked like, and then he did it. James, Kamara, Hurts, Kittle, Caleb Williams, and Jalen Royals. Carson, we'll run what I've been running recently. The only difference is that I don't have any Topps Chrome Hobby left, so I just put in an extra jumbo. So there'll be 2 of those in that. Pollard, Smith, Mahomes, Alfred Collins out of 175, Brock Purdy, and Kenneth Grant. And it's kind of lined up pretty well here. Yeah, we got some teams left in football, but this is the time of day. Like, I usually put baseball up around sometime after noon my time. So it should line up to pretty much the same thing we always do. There's one last football in the shop, and there won't be any baseball until that's gone. But like I said, it's running true to form right now. Horn, Sutton, Pittman, Brees Hall on the refractor. What is that? Out of 50. Marcus Allen for the Chiefs. Now that's sick. Uh-oh, Crave. That's 2 now, Crave. Hey, Crave.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
And Dylan Gabriel. Kelby, I don't think that I do. We opened a ton of that. But I'm not sure that we are. I don't know. Nakua, Olave, Barkley, Tet. We have a release day on Wednesday. Shadur and Scorton. Marcus Allen. Who is Marcus Allen? Crave, don't say stuff like that to me. Stop that. You stop that right now. Even if you meant it, stop it. Bowman baseball came out this morning. Hold on. Kelby, what am I missing here? I've been opening Bowman baseball for 2 months. There ain't no way there's a new Bowman baseball, is there? Oh, is it Chrome? Is that what it is? DK Metcalf, Ridley, Henry, Ladd McConkey out of 399, Nakua, and Jalen Reed. And it came out on a Monday. That doesn't sound right. And why don't I have any of it? Something don't sound right. Something ain't right. Did Blasters and Megas come out or something? Gibbs, Odunze, Evans, Bucky Irving, Bo Nix, and Darius Alexander. Dropped at noon. Now, that's not a thing either, Who. Something ain't right. No, I'm not buying. Whatever's going on and whatever y'all are seeing, it ain't right. It ain't right. They don't, nothing drops at noon. That's not a thing. Chuba Hubbard, Lambjack, are you saying maybe you can buy it? Oh, you're talking about pre-order. Yeah, so no. There's a big difference between it drops today and pre-order, folks. Come on now. Not on a Monday. You can do stuff like that on Wednesdays, but not on Mondays. Jonathan Taylor, Braden Swinson out of 50 for the Giants. Abdul Kata and Caleb Johnson. Yo, you got that new Bowman? You got that new Bowman that you can't even pre-order yet till noon, yo. You got that Bowman, dog? You got that Bowman?
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Ladd McConkey. No, Who, that makes sense. It pre-order makes sense. I was like, oh, we can rip it at noon. Drake May, Darius Slayton, JJ McCarthy out of 175, Aaron Rodgers, and Nick Emanwari. We got 2 Whobbies left. No, that's why I was surprised. I was like, what? How did I miss that? Not to say that I can't. I was just surprised that I did. Hey, you guys, there's another football break pin at the bottom of your screen right now. That will be the last football break I do today. There are 6 hobbies in that break. It'll also end out the Cosmic case that we had started sometime last week. But there's more in it than that. There's 2 black. There's 1 signature jumbo in it. So there's plenty to be had. Empty. And we're going to end with Topps Finest Delight. Burrow, Sweat, McConkey, JPJ. All right, there's that's just a short print, isn't it? I don't think this one's a super short print. Jonah, Quincy Riley, Will Reichert, Keyshawn Johnson, Josh Allen Refractor, Lane Johnson, and on the Lightning leaders, it is Saquon Barkley for the Eagles going to Big Ken. We'll take that. Yeah, this is just a short print. This is not a super short print, but we'll take it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Harris, Purasol, Faltanu, Garrett, Witherspoon, Pickens, Bowers, Johnston, Savion Williams, DJ Giddens, and a Jack Sawyer. We'll take it. We'll take it, Ken. It also means we should still have a super short print in that case, I would hope. Swift, Jones, Avila, Juszczyk, Patty Surtain, Xavier McKinney, Cam Scadaboo, Surtain, DJ Moore, Will Johnson, and a Tyler Warren base. A moderate deed. Abdul Carter's out of 50, Anthony. It's out of 50. Jalen Warren, Chin, Prescott, Smith, Waller. A Chuba Hubbard True Gold out of 50 for the Panthers. Ashton Genty, Caleb Williams, Patrick Mahomes Silver, Jalen Royals, and a Caleb Johnson. Yeah, out of 199. Out of 199 he was. Yeah, the lower you go, the better they get in that for sure. J-Mo, Turpin, Charbonnet, Bo Nix, Brown, Genty, Brown, Strange, Billy Bowman Jr., Egbuka, and Gunnar Helm. Still haven't even gotten an auto yet. It might be. You never know. You never know, C. Rummy. You never know. You better keep your head on a swivel. Appreciate you hopping in that next one, Zimmy. Otten, Greenard, Achan, McLaughlin, Garrett Wilson on the auto for the Jets. Well, well, well now. Two Broke Crew. Did you just get an Otcha?
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Bo Nix, Bijan, Dawkins, Saquon, Cook, and Will Howard. Yepers. Ertz, Baker, Patrick, O'Neal, Sewell, Josh Allen, Bo Nix, Jackson Dart, Troy Franklin, Ellick, and Billy Bowman Jr. Not too bad there, Tyler. Mason Taylor. Kraft, McLaurin, Bijan, Cole Kmet, J.J. McCarthy, Dylan Sampson out of 199, Crosby, Fields, JT, and Castro. Penix, Collins, Butker, Blankenship, Wagner, Colton Miller, Jackson Dart Refractor, Doug Flutie, Jalen Ramsey, Will Campbell, and a Jack Besh. Kamara, Hamilton, Brown, Rice, Kirk Cousins, Lambjack, Tet, Ridley, Arroyo, and Pierce Jr. Beerto, you don't have the Jets in this, just so you know. I just want to make sure that Ward, Wilson, Hurts, Knox, Lawrence, Donovan Edwards, Achan, Andrews. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I know you are, but I didn't want you to think that you did. Because it happens. Sometimes it happens. Castro, Starks, and Matthew Golden. Hubbard, Davis, Buckner, Hall, Tesla on the, I thought this was going to be the auto. Tesla on the auto, not numbered, but we'll take it, Detroit. That's going to Minardi. Minardi, the line's been showing up for you, bro. Trent Williams out of 275. Thuney, TJ Hawkinson, Deron Bland, Riley Leonard, and a Cam Ward base. They've been showing up for you, Mr. Menard. All right, we're down to Topps Finest Delight. Speak now, forever hold your peace. This is it. You're looking at it. Look no further, fellas. You found it. Zachary, in this break, they've been about as quiet as a team could ever be. Yep, you're not wrong. Well, we got one box left. Sometimes all it takes is one, for somebody at least. All right, here we go. Good luck. Ooh, I like that, Crave. Is what number to 15? Empty. Yeah, Garrett Wilson's number to 150. Derrick Henry. Ladd McConkey's our first auto for the Chargers. We'll take that, CK. For the Steelers, out of 50, it is Caleb Johnson. There you go, bro. There you go, something. There's something. And behind that, for the Eagles, Jahad Campbell is the other auto. Barron out of 99. Hurts out of 150. Scattaboo out of 50. Maxwell Harrison out of 75. Puka Nakua out of 150. And another Barron out of 250. Not the best delight in the world. You too, something. Yeah, Ladd was in there. Ladd was the first auto in there. I know, Mayberry. Steve, you know what? I don't know if they're in the next break or not, but I sure wouldn't leave them there. They ain't done nothing all day. They ain't done nothing. Not a thing. I don't know if they're there. I just wouldn't leave them there. The sheer odds at this point, because they have, and I'm talking about in general, I'm not even talking about Cam. I'm talking about it all. Nothing. Base Cam Ward rookies. That's it. All day long. All right, let me do a recap of this real quick. And then we will do a roll call for what's off the board in there. Again, that's my last football break, you guys, of the day that is in the shop. Then I will be doing baseball for my baseball peeps, which it's lined up pretty much close to where it's at. We might get baseball up there a little bit later, 15, 20 minutes later than it normally is. But we're still going to do it, so. All right, recap. Barron out of 250, Trent Williams out of 275, Edwards, Jackson Dart, Dylan Sampson out of 199, Josh Allen, Bo Nix, Saquon, Genty, Mahomes, Allen, Lane Johnson, J.J. McCarthy out of 175, Tet, Shooter, Alfred Collins out of 175, Brock Purdy on the refractor, Burden, Trey Harris out of 125, Lambjack, Dart, and Burrow, and Chase. We've got Kyle Pitts, Bryn. They started out okay, but I haven't seen him for a while. Kyle Pitts, Shuck, Shadur, Patty Mahomes, Jordan Addison, Caleb Williams, Goff. Let's just say they were louder than the Titans have been today. A.J. Brown on the fireworks, Josh Allen, Ladd McConkey out of 399, Hurts out of 99, Jerry Jeudy, Buda Baker, Joe Burrow, Patty Surtain, Xavier Legette. Yeah, it's 300K. Yeah, I got you, C. Rummy. Sean Taylor on the Prismatic, Kyler Murray, Deron Bland, Byron Young, Patty Bryant, Christian McCaffrey, Barry Sanders, Barron out of 99, and Cam Ward. Maxwell Harrison out of 75. Hertz out of 150. Nakua out of 150. Hubbard out of 50. Scadaboo out of 199. Gibbs out of 350. Will Johnson. Christian Watson on the True Green Cracked Ice. Latu. True Green Cracked Ice. Lamb Jack. Tesla on the auto. McConkey on the auto. Mahomes out of 75. Space Dust. Abdul Carter RPA. It is 3 out of 50. Scadaboo's out of 50 as well. Marcus Allen for the Chiefs out of 50. 12 out of 50. Campbell. Caleb Johnson out of 50. Lightning Leaders short print. Saquon Barkley out of Topps Chrome. Garrett Wilson auto out of 150 out of Topps Chrome. And the Jackson Dart on-card auto out of Cosmic. Just a little bit of a deed. All right. Let's do this. I don't know for sure, but if they're doing it, it's probably going to be that big serial number break. I'm going to take the overlay down. Also, I'll say this. If they're doing it, you might... I don't expect to see it very much more. So if that's something, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's now or never is what I'm saying. Let's take the overlay down, and let's get ripping. 2 Topps Chrome Jumbos in that next break. Actually, let's start with one of these. Good luck. Drake London. Matthew Golden will take. Jalen Lane. A Patty Surtain out of 99. He's been showing up all day long. Tyreek Hill and Dexter Lawrence. He has been showing up all day long. All day. Day, all day. Each and every day. DJ Moi. Roma Dunzi, Will Johnson, Tyler Warren, a Rashi Rice out of 299, and AJ Brown. You better watch out for Rashi. That's right, Bee's Knees. That's exactly right, Bee's Knees. Caden, I mean, just buy them online if you want to. Or you could go to a local hobby shop and buy them. Depending on where you're at. Good luck. Jordan James for the Niners. Josh, they were one of the last teams off the board, but yep, that's yours. Empty. Liam, the craziest card I've ever pulled is this Jalen Lane Topps Chrome Black card, rookie edition. It's nasty and going to be hard to top. Next up, Resurgence Hobby. Empty. Oh, he's nasty. Oh, no, he's nasty, bro. He's nasty. Jalen Waddle. Justin Fields, Aaron Rodgers, Kyle Hamilton, Refractor, Xavier Worthy, and a Kyle Williams. Nuh-uh, that ain't enough. That ain't enough. Dream on, Nicholas. You ain't got it like that. AJ Brown. Chris Jones, JJ McCarthy, Jalen Noel. Our RPA is, oh, there he is, and Chris Paul. Old Dylan Gabriel has showed up a few times today, too. No, it's baseball pin at the bottom of your screen right now. Yes, it is. Whoa, what's going on here? Chuba Hubbard, Lamb Jack, Lad McConkey, CJ Stroud out of 299, Jordan Love, and a Michael Williams. CJ. CeeDee Lamb, Bryce Young and Marvin Harrison Jr., Tua, Egbuka, TJ Sanders. Yeah, I don't know if that's a miss something or whatever, but that's going away. Malik Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, Baker Mayfield, Travis Kelce out of 425, Scattaboo and Burke. Debo, CJ Stroud, Jacob May out of 225, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts, and Jack Besh. The Bester. Connor, what are you getting into today? A whole lot of mischief, huh? Are you getting into some mischief, Connor? Stop it. Bo Nix, Jerry Jeudy, Caleb Williams, Isaiah Bond, Jackson Smith, and an Egbuka. Drake London, Jordan Love, Devin Achan, Lawrence Warren, and Will Howard. TJ Watt, James Cook, DeAndre Swift, Jahmyr Gibbs. A little bit of color match action-ish going on there. Out of 149, J.J. McCarthy and Jackson Dart base. Right, that's right, Liam. That's right. Patty Mahomes, Jahmyr Gibbs. Here's a Roma Dunze, Zach, and I'm going to get the one touch right now. All right, I'm going to put the break on hold, and I'm going to go get it. Hold on. Quinshawn Judkins out of 75. Travis Hunter and Tyler Warren. Christian McCaffrey, Bucky Irving, Terry McLaurin, George Pickens refractor. We got an on-card rookie auto here. Good luck. Savion Williams. Ain't no way. So both autos in that box were Dylan Gabriel. I can't make that up, folks. I couldn't make that up if I tried. There's an RPA and an on-card auto of Dylan Gabriel in the same box. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. It just happened. It just happened. We just saw it. Justin Jefferson, Nico Collins, Patty Surtain, Colston Loveland, Omarion Hampton, and Revel Jr. Yeah, I don't know. I don't, you know, hey. Yeah, the Neon Initiates tow truck. All right, base, get on out my way. We're going to move on from that. We're going to act like that didn't happen. We're moving on. We're moving on. Oh, you're right, J. Ray. And let's see what's chilling. Xavier Worthy, Jaden Higgins, Jaden Blue. Roma Dunze out of 25. That's a pretty good bear. James Cook and Jaden Higgins. Or I'm sorry, Marvin Harrison Jr. I was looking at the Jaden Higgins card to my left. Aaron Rodgers, Calvin Ridley, Luther Burden III, Caleb Johnson, A.J. Brown out of 299, and Puka Nacua. And Derek Stingley Jr. first on print out of 25 for the Texans. Well, well, well. How about that? How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Topps Chrome Cosmic. Supersonic. Max Crosby, Jared Goff, Maxwell Harrison, and an Ollie Gordon II. What up? What up, Sportify? Yes, there is baseball pin at the bottom of your screen, and yes, we're going to run it again. No, we hit one last week, Richard. Sam Darnold, Tony Pollard, Lamb Jack, and Darius Alexander. I mean, no supers or anything, Sportify. Nothing like that. Yet. Achan, Gibbs, Gardner, Harmon. Pickens, Garrett, Burrow and Chase, and a Mason Taylor. All right, Massimo, I see you. Oh, I see you. Flowers, McConkey, Josh Jacobs, and an Omar Norman Lott. Hertz, Smith, Irvin, and Quinn Ewers. Aaron Jones Sr., Rico Dowdle, Kyler Murray, and Jackson Dart. Lamb Jack, Danny Dimes, Josh Allen, and a Will Howard. Derwin James Jr., Mays, Chase, and TJ Sanders. Neighbors, Goddard, Waddle, and Luther Burden. Yep, something's chilling. Irvin, McLaurin, Daniels, and Egbuka. Christian Gonzalez, Breece Hall, Taysom Hill, and Walter Nolan. Ricky Pearsall, Mike Evans, Jackson Dart, and Demetrius Knight Jr. Debo, Justin Jefferson, JJ, and Barron. Nico, Patty Surtain, Saquon, and Tyler Warren. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Theo, Quincy Williams, Dexter Lawrence, and Josh Connerly. Bijan, Tua, Kyler Murray, and Donovan Jackson. Prescott, McCaffrey, Thornton. It is Trey Benson out of 50 for the Cardinals. We got an auto. I knew something had to be chilling. There's no way. There's just no way. And it took that long to find the numbered cards too. Something had to be chilling. I think it's a first flight auto. Good luck. Chuck on the base. Breece Hall. And out of 99, Isaac Tesla for the Lions, going to Cedric on the on-card first flight auto. And yep, whether you like it or not, that's a deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Benson, Achan Williams, and Michael Williams. Nick, not really. No, nope. I'm more surprised the fact that a true Titan hadn't showed up yet. I mean, there's been a couple, but nothing to write home about. Nothing to be like, oh, look at that, look at that, look at that, that's nasty, that's nasty. I'm like, what? Huh? They can't. They just can't. Watch. It's gonna happen right now. Empty. It's happening right now in this box. First pack. Watch this. Michael Penix Jr. Njoku, Tyreek Hill, Tate Ratledge. Out of 175, Luther Burden III. What's going on here? For the Eagles, A.J. Brown on the auto out of 225. Prescorn, J.J. McCarthy, Kalel Mullings, and Muhammad. Ellis, they're not bad. I mean, they do a good job of spreading the love around in a break, I'll tell you that. Especially the jumbos. Because you get 4 autos. I mean, obviously it's a mixture of chrome and paper, so Odunze, Saquon, Pollard, Leonard, Nico out of 150, Kenneth Grant for the Finns, Jalen Hurts, Patty Mahomes, Mike Green, and Gunnar Helm. Well, get yourself ready because there's no way A.J. Brown and Kenneth Grant are going to be the best in this box. If they are to be the worst, it'd be the first time I'd ever seen that happen. Something be chilling. T-Law. Gibbs, there it is right there. You can see it. Johnston, or that might not even be the auto. Baker Mayfield out of 50 for the Bucks. And Donovan for the Cowboys on the auto, Kyle Williams. A short print, Fluidity Jackson Dart for the Giants. Jackson and Harmon. What in the world? All right, hold up. I need predictions. I want predictions. You guys have been, you guys are usually with me when I do breaks. We got A.J. Brown, Donovan for the Cowboys, and Grant for the Finns. Who's the auto in this? Who's the auto in this pack? Ain't no way, Cayman. Nope. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Who is it? Who is it? No, it's not going to be somebody bad. It's going to be somebody good. Who is it, though? Josh Allen, Golden, Elway, Bo Nix, Will Howard. No, I think we got to go bigger than Will Howard. Well, we're going to find out because I'm going to open it. But ain't no way it's Gabriel. Ain't no way. Nope. So let's take a look here. I can't see it. So if it is, then I don't know, man. I don't know. Purdy, Pearsall, Hall, Tet, Mason Taylor. Bro, it can't be. It can't be. Please don't do that to me. Who did that to me? Who did it? Who are you? Who did it? Who said it? Hold on. Hold on. Who said it? I need to remember. Who said it? Who said it? It's not going to be, but I'm just trying to figure out who said it. Who said it? Michael Richardson did. Okay. Brownies. Quinshawn Judkins for the Browns. I knew it wasn't going to be him. That would just be straight up. That'd just be wrong. That'd just be wrong.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
T. Higgins. Paramount pairings for the Falcons, Thornton and Tootin. We got one box left. This is a Signature Jumbo. Signature Jumbo is what we just opened there. All right, Resurgence, Finale. And then I got baseball in the shop. If you missed out on your team, we can run it again. Calvin Ridley, Derrick Henry, J.C. Horn, Marvin Harrison Jr. on the refractor, Luther Burden, and Travion Henderson. Appreciate you hopping in the next one, Eric. I see you out there. I think this is our RPA, so good luck. Sutton, Pittman, Nakua, Walter Nolan. For the Bucks, it is Egbuka on the RPA and Cam Scattaboo. Olave, Barkley, Darnold, Shadur. Brown's been eating all day. Out of 99, Dak Prescott and Campbell. Gardner, Herbie, Kool-Aid, Simmons, Travis Hunter, and on the wire, Tyreek Hill for the Fins, going to the Yellow Snowman. There's you a super short print.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Is he still on the team, Yellow Snowman? Is he still on the team? Brock Purdy, Rashid Shaheed, Jaden Daniels, Drake May out of 399, Judkins, and Tesla. He's not. Okay, so he's just a free agent right now. Where is he? I don't know where he's at. I guess that's the question I should have asked. Where is he? Will Anderson, Hutch, Josh Allen out of 425, Bryce Young, Matthew Stafford, and Barron at home. Won't play all season. Okay. I got you. Micah, Josh Allen, Calais Campbell, Devin Neal, Xavier Worthy, Mason Graham. It did, Chite Chain. How dare it? Xavier Worthy, Jackson Smith, Coop DeJean, Stephon Diggs, Tet, and Maxwell Harrison. Hill, Crosby, Metcalf, Tommy for the Raiders out of 125, Shuck on the refractor, and Jalen Walker. Still has no strength in his leg. My goodness, who do the Fins have? Like, seriously. Achane? Is Achane going to play quarterback too? Waddle, Fields, Aaron Rodgers, Tate Ratledge out of 250. Achane and Jalen Milroe. A.J. Brown, Chris Jones, J.J. McCarthy, CeeDee Lamb, a Trey Harris out of 250 on the auto, and an Ellick, so another rookie. I got to be honest, you guys, this is probably the most quiet I can remember Legend autos being in months. That's going to Massimo. So, keep in the back of your mind what went on today with football. Because whatever Mr. and Mrs. do tonight, you might want to play off of that, because I don't think I saw. I don't think we saw any. That's why I said it's the first time in months. Murray, Chase, Goff, Hampton, Cam Ward, and Ferguson. All right, let me do a recap. Hey, West Michigan man, you should go look up his press conference and answer your own question, and then you can laugh at yourself. So, just, that's up to you. I don't care either way. Recap. Good old boy right there. All right. And then I'll get baseball on the table. Mold man. We've got Matthew Golden, Omarion Hampton, Tommy out of 125. Chuck. Taylor out of 225. Mayfield out of 50. Saquon Barkley. JJ McCarthy. Jackson Dart. Josh Jacobs. Burrow and Chase. Lamb Jack. Tyler Warren. Maxwell Harrison out of 199. AJ Brown out of 299. Colston Loveland. Trey Benson out of 50. Omarion Hampton. Rashi Rice out of 299. Patty Surtain out of 99. Josh Allen out of 425. And Nico Collins out of 150. Burden out of 175. Kelsey out of 425. Stroud out of 299. Noel. Tate Ratledge out of 250. Drake May out of 399. Cam Ward. Shadur out of 99. Donovan. Grant. Gabriel. Quinshawn out of 75. May out of 225. Dylan Gabriel RPA. Trey Harris out of 250. Gibbs out of 149. Odunzi out of 25. We've got Jordan James for the Niners. AJ Brown for the Eagles out of 225. Quinshawn. Jackson Dart short print. Egbuka RPA for the Bucks. Derek Stingley first on print out of 25 for the Texans. Isaac Tesla out of 99 for the Lions. And you also had the Wired super short print, Tyreek Hill. It is in the shop. And it is, I repinned it. There it is. Okay. Good luck. Let's get some ripping it. Oh, do you want to do another one after Crave? All right, well, if you guys fill the break that's in there fast enough, then we can do another break. But I doubt you will. All right, good luck, everybody. Let's get into a jumbo. Good luck. Nothing. Cody Ponce, Schneeman, Murphy, Gurriel, Newtbar, Cole Young, Pena, Owen Cassie, Roman Anthony, Cam Smith, and Jacob Wilson. I'll take these. Oh, we'll take these. Don't mind if I do. Carson Binge, Caleb Durbin, Jacob Marcy, Mason Barnett, Brent Rooker, Logan O'Hop, Freddie Freeman, Basayo, Base, Churio, Skeens, and Grant Taylor for the White Sox. No, Adam, I'm just a Lions fan, and I like the Reds as my baseball team. I don't know what it is, Nick. What could it be? Is it because I drank from the Fountain of Youth on Sunday? That must be it. Kevin McGonigal base, Josh Bell, Burnable, Beatty, Simeon, CJ Kafas, Vinny Pasquantino, Cam Slitler, Mike Schmidt, Victor Scott, and a Gavin Williams for the Guardians. Maybe that's what it is. That's probably what it is. Owen Cassie, Hernandez, Rodon, Rodriguez and Contreras, Sproat, Rumfield, Julio Rodriguez, Kurtz, Freddie Freeman out of 99, and a Jonah Tong for the Mets. That ain't too bad. Oh, up top, they all just disappear like Field of Dreams. There's nothing over there. As soon as I throw it, it's gone. It's immediately gone. I wonder where they do end up, though. They got to end up somewhere, right? I guess it doesn't matter. They're gone from here, so that's all that matters. Marcelo Mayer, Luis Castillo, Max Scherzer, Trent Gresham, Brian Wu, Harry Ford, Zach Neto, Devin Williams, Kurtz, Tovar for the Rockies, and Tyler Soderstrom. And yes, we do have a baseball release on Wednesday. So I'll be back on tomorrow morning. Mr. and Mrs. will be on tonight. They'll be on Tuesday night as well. Vargas, Shane, Cruz, Soto, Chapman, Yelich, Goodman, Clark, Alvarez for the Nationals out of 299 on the Acha. Ronald Acuna Jr. and Zach Cole for the Astros. Pristine Blaze. Pristine. If I remember correctly, that's the one that has the nice looking cards that has like 3 packs. I think that's it. And it's one of them has an encased card, I think. I can't remember fully. I feel like it hadn't been that long since I opened Pristine when it came out for 25. Sanchez, Wynn, Cease, Judge, Sal Stewart, Abreu, Akamoto, Denzer Guzman, and Alex Bregman. You got it, Blaze. We'll get into it. I don't even know. We might just start. I might just start at 7:30 on Wednesday and start with baseball. I don't usually. Maybe I won't. I haven't decided yet. Jackson, Merrill, Manzardo, Realmoto, Goldschmidt, Abrams, Perez, Clement, Suzuki, Trout, Shane Bieber out of 75, and Addison Barger. Yeah, Adam, when it comes out, we will. We sure will. I need to open some penny sleeves. Hang on. Next break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. It is identical to this one. Same break. Trey, Kikuchi, Olson, Perdomo, Swellenbach, Yastrzemski, Torkelson, Carter Jensen, Mike Trout, Dylan Dingler, and Zach Gallen. It'll be a little bit better in score, Adam. It'll be better. It'll be better in score. Think it'll be better than absolute too. Other than the fact that you can hit a kaboom out of absolute, it'll be better than that. Just think of it as a Topps Chrome preview, really, with a chance to hit some patch autos. Messick, Tucker, Kemp, Dolander, Duran, Ellie De La Cruz, Beck, Lewis, Shinsuke, Chase Burns, and Ben Rice. Gilbert, Chisholm, Skubal, Correa, Alcantara, Ballesteros, Garcia for the Pirates, Bassett, Fernando Tatis, J.P. Crawford, and Jack Leiter. Bowser, we do it when it comes out. So, a lot. You won't be seeing Donruss Chrome anytime soon. You can pre-order it today, but you won't be seeing it on anybody's table anytime soon. Mizorowski, Shanwell, Burns, Buxton, Miller, Wisenhunt, Contreras, Kyle Teal. It is Larry Walker for the Expos. That's the Nationals. Connor. That's pretty sick. A little Larry Walker action. That is, what do they call the? Oh, ink strip. That's right. A deed.
Oh, hi. do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
We had a nice card behind it, too, for the Orioles. Basayo out of 150 and a Josh Naylor. The good old Expos, Kyle. All right, let me get this base out of my way. There's a decent amount of it. In a jumbo, there's a decent amount. And then I'll get these rookies set to the right place. A couple of top-loaded cards that'll be top-loaded after the fact. And let's do... No, let's not do that yet. Let's do this. Let's do Crave's favorite box. Inception, empty. No, I think there's an absolute plethora of teams left. Yep, we ain't even scratching the surface to halfway in the next one. Aaron Judge for the Yankees. Christian Yelich. Cade Horton. Quiero. Hai-Sung Kim out of 75 for the Dodgers. Wonks, you're on the board there. You are on the board, Wonks. On the board, Wonks. Board, Wonks.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Rocker. Betts. And Roki was in there too out of 199. Well, well, well. Mookie Betts. Kamar for the Rangers. And we'll take care of Aaron Judge. That's Crave's favorite card right there. She's going to cherish that. She's going to cherish this a whole lot. She's going to put it in a one touch and sit it on her mantle. All right, let's get into the other jumbo. I don't know where Primo went. I hope he's okay. Empty. Skeens. Lee, Harper, Burleson, Webb, Bichette, Bryce Eldridge, Marte, J.J. Weatherholt, and a Murakami high. Yep, we take both of those. A deed with another deed right behind it. My heart nearly leapt out my chest. Lugo, Rasmussen, Gossman, Langford, Adames, Strider, Caglione, Chase Burns will take, Carson Benj, Jose Ramirez, and Luis Arias. Ward, Weaver, Holiday, Sal for the Brew Crew, Bogarts, Stott, Ritter, Wilson on the Rookie Cup, Yamamoto insert, Acosta, and Will Banfield for the Reds. Well, you know, hey, what are you going to do? What can you do, Sean? What can you do? I mean, what can any of us really do, you know? Lyle, Eddie Haino, Gore, Reagans, Yamamoto, Senga, Taylor, Williams, Tong, Kurtz on the variation, and Tanner Beebe. That's the variation. It's got to be. Yep, it is. We'll take that. A's. Ray. Little Rookie Cup action. Aranda. Otani, McNeil, Green, Soderstrom, Cole, Bregman, Jacob Marcy, Paul Goldschmidt, Justin Verlander, and Javier Baez. Amai, Moreno, Maxwell, Collins, Rookie Cup, Pete Crow, Madrath, Barger, Yamamoto, Zach Maxwell for the Reds, Big Chug-a-lug. We've got Gunnar Henderson and Nick Pivetta. What happened, Ray Ray? What'd I miss? Oh, you talking about the Athletics? Horner, Kyle Caros, Raleigh, Albies, Burns, Kurtz, Gallon, Ben Rice, Leiter, Otto Lopez, and Manny Machado. Brady House, Waldrop, Moore, Walls, Adele, Mayo, Naylor, Murakami Base, Arias, Cade, Horton, Orange out of 25 for the Cubs, and Nathan Church. That was a good pack. We'll take all them. We'll take them. We'll take that one. We'll take this one. We'll take that one. We'll take them all. We're going to take them all. We're going to take each and every one of them. Yes, we is. I got you, Ray Ray. Oh, I got you, bro. I got you, dog. Jack Dreyer, Boyd, Crochet, Lou Bob, Banfield, BB, Church, Pete Crow, Aaron Judge, Perez, and George Kirby. It's Pete Crow. The Cub was out of 25, Luis, out of 25. Cade Horton Rookie Cup. We should have one more auto in this jumbo, so. Gunnar Henderson, Marte, Quan, Walker, Brown, Garcia, Keyshaw Rookie Cup, Kirby, Bryce Matthews, Ichiro for the Marlins on the Diamond Moments, Basayo, and Bryce Matthews for the Astros. Another good pack. Top us off with a nasty auto. Just do it. Give me a redemption. Give me a redemption deed. That's all I need. I need a little redemption deed. Thank you for hopping in the next one, J&A. There should be no shortage of easy teams left in that next break. I don't know. Well, obviously the big teams are probably still there too. But I'm just saying there should be no shortage of $30, $40, $50 teams in that. A little Bobby Witt, you say? Donovan, Bellinger, Springer, Peralta, Reynolds, Turner, Acuna, Roman Anthony, rookie, Cody Ponce, and Ronald Acuna Jr. For them Blue Jays. And a base Roman Anthony for the Red Sox. Last pack Magic. And then we got two more hobbies over here. We got a Tier 1 and a Tribute. Akamoto, McGreevy, Devers, Cameron Rookie Cup, Early, McCutcheon, Cal Raleigh, JJ Weatherholt. Old Burnable. Bro. Burnable won't stop for you, bro. He will not stop. You're going to have like 9,000 of his autos before it's all said and done. Marte out of 150 and a silver Roman Anthony to end it out. You're going to have 50 billion of them. It's not going to stop. He's just going to keep showing up. Over and over again. Over and over and over again. Unintentional rainbow. That's right. The rainbow you didn't know you needed. All right, Steve, appreciate you hopping in that next one. All right, let me get this to the side here real quick. I need to check this. Hold on. It's a variation, P Money. All right, I think I fixed that. All right, that's good. That's good. Here, I might as well do this too. All right, that's better. All right, let's get into tier one. The break pin at the bottom of your screen is identical. Pin right at the bottom of your screen. It's the same break. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction and say that the jumbos in that one will have better autos. All right, tier one. What you got? Empty box. Start out with Roman Anthony. He's been showing up. For the Braves, Matt Olson out of 125. Brian Reynolds for the Pirates out of 199. And a Yandy Diaz for the Rays. Pretty good box. I ain't mad at that box even a little bit. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Brian Reynolds action. Matt Olson. And Roman Anthony. Crave will stop it. Put on a happy face, Crave. Gray skies are going to clear up. Put on a happy face. All right, last box of the break. Tribute. Coming at you. And then all I've got is the same exact break in the shop right now. Diamondbacks are a givey in your upper left-hand corner in that break. I got Carson Williams to start it out. Mike Trout out of 75 for the Angels. And I think we have an auto here. Hi-Sung Kim out of 50. Bro, double up? Crave wants all the deeds ever in the history of deeds. Crave just said, give me all the deeds and give them to me now. It's a good pack. It's a good pack. You're right. It has been, Kelsey. You're absolutely right. Joe DiMaggio, there's you a Yankee. He's not here anymore. Albert Pujols. And for the Blue Jays, Bo Bichette out of 25, 8 out of 25 for the Blue Jays. Sorry, beat you to it that time, Craig. Sorry about that. My bad. Bo Bichette. Trey for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays are eating. Willie Mays and oh my goodness. Talk about a nightmare for the Reds for a while there. Out of 150. That's a sick looking card. I don't like the Cubs, but I'll have to just deal with it. Derek Lee on card deed for the Cubbies. There you go, Luis.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Rafael Devers, Cal Raleigh. And for the Blue Jays are eating. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. out of 150. I don't think they were the last Team Magic, but boy, they were close. Bo Bichette and Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Luis, it's Derek Lee out of 150. Derek Lee. Basayo. Skeens. And Treya Turner for the Phillies. I don't think I've seen that particular card until now. What's going on with that? Tribute to the Cleats. I've opened a lot of these boxes. I think it's the first tribute to the Cleats I've seen. Or if I have, it's not many. Jeep. That's going to Jeep's PC. I know that. Appreciate you hopping in the next one, 304. Last pack Magic. Craig's going to throw a shoe at me the next time she sees me in public. She's going to throw a shoe. She'll be like, I don't even know. That's for all the Aaron Judges. You never got me. Corey Seager and... All right, we've got Julio Rodriguez and Cal Raleigh for the Mariners. Going to Colin. Last pack Magic for the Mariners and a moderate deed, a little bit of a deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
All right, let me, well, here. These are the ones I had off to the left. Let me do a recap of this. Crave just completely had the best break of her life. Congratulations, Crave. That was a wonderful experience. I'm sure of it. But I got to do a recap. I'm sorry. I got to do a recap. All right. Let's get this here and here. Same exact break pin at the bottom of your screen, and that'll be probably it for me today because Mr. and Mrs. will be on shortly after that. So. Basayo, Mays, Yasavage, Pujols, DiMaggio, Carson Williams, Cal Raleigh, Roman Anthony, Cody Ponce, Bryce Matthews, Pete Crow, Aaron Judge, Murakami Base, and Church. We had a little bit 24/7. Yes, they did. Yamamoto, Verlander, Acosta, Banfield. There's some stuff I didn't top load either. Now, will it make up for it? Probably not, but there's probably some stuff like, I don't know which teams, but Aaron Judge, Mookie Betts, Burns, Trout, Julio Rodriguez, Jonah Tong, Mike Schmidt, and Paul Skeens. Ichiro for the Marlins, Roman Anthony Silver, Yamamoto insert, Rocker, JP Crawford. Oh, hold on. Okay. Rocker, JP Crawford, Shane Bieber out of 75, Marte out of 150, Weatherholt rookie, Owen Cassie, Murakami Silver, or Refractor, I should say. Akamoto Refractor, Roman Anthony, JJ Weatherholt, Chase Burns, Guzman, Kurtz, Freddie Freeman out of 99, Burnable Auto out of 250, Cade Horton for the Cubs out of 25, and Basayo out of 150. Mike Trout out of 75, Roman Anthony rookie, Yandy Diaz for the Rays, Basayo, Kurtz variation, Matt Olson out of 125. You've got Guerrero Jr. and Bo Bichette out of 150, Bo Bichette out of 25. Out of 199, Cal Raleigh and Julio Rodriguez. Hai-Sung Kim out of 50. Zach Maxwell, Andrew Alvarez out of 299 for the Nationals. Larry Walker for the Expos, which is the Nationals. Roki Sasaki out of 199. Hai-Sung Kim on the RPA out of 75 for the Dodgers. Inception. Brian Reynolds for the Pirates out of 199. Trey Turner out of 50 for the Phillies. And a Derek Lee auto out of 150 for the Cubs. All right. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Good luck, everybody. I'm taking the overlay down. The overlay's still up on YouTube if you feel the need to see it, like your teams and stuff. Let's start with a jumbo. We'll end with tribute. It's jumbo time. Good luck. Max Freed. Hold on, that's a little low. There we go. Freeman, Hayes and Flaherty, Rushman, Davis, Freeland, Seager, Spencer Torkelson, Ryan Jeffries, and Max Muncy. Maxwell Muncy. Hey, Just Living. Vladdy Guerrero Jr., Joey Ortiz, Bush, Carroll, Trout, Morales, Riley, Pete Crow, Paul Skeens, Mike Trout, and a Colson Montgomery. We'll take that. Well, what's up, bangers? I'm doing just fine, bro. I'm doing just fine. For a Monday, I can't complain. I can't complain at all. All I would ask is that I get at least a couple more people a couple of days before this day's through. I want a couple of deeds. Just a couple. By accident.
Oh, by accident?
Yeah, I went to go use my trimmer this morning, and the adapter wasn't on it. So I went, oh, that, done. Oh. Aroldis, Chapman, Sasaki, Baldwin, Alonso, Paredes, Carson Williams, Stanton, DeLauder, Sandy Koufax, Colby Thomas, and Max Fried. So, yeah. I'll be back on tomorrow morning. Mr. and Mrs. will be on tonight. If I had to guess, they may get on a little early. I don't know that for sure, but they're usually on by 5:30 Central at the latest. Connor Griffin, you might want to just, if you're trying to get into that break, you might want to just refresh. Stop by every 10 to 15 minutes and wait for it to pop in because you know those main spots are going to go quick. Garcia, Melton, Jimenez, Steer, Doyle, King, Bieber, Swanson, Carson Benj out of 75, and Cody Freeman for the Rangers. J&A, you know what? You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know. So when I did it, I was like, oh, I can save that. Like my brain told me that at 5 o'clock in the morning. My brain was like, oh, I can fix that. And then I put my glasses on and I was like, yep, done deal. It's official. It's a done deal. Beavers. But the cool thing that'll come from it, though, is that it'll grow back out and it'll grow out even. So that's a bonus. I like that. I like that it's going to grow in nice and even. Witt, Ramirez, Terang, Cole, Bailey, Langoliers, Jack Caglione, Ellie De La Cruz, Logan Gilbert, and Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Yeah, Wonks, I didn't see it. I did not see it. Maybe I should have been a little bit more awake before I grabbed the trimmer. You know the funniest part is that I could barely see anyways. I don't have the best eyesight without my glasses. I heard it. I knew it was done. I could barely see it, but I knew it was done. Kirk, Nemo, Butler, Luzardo. I had wishful thinking that I could save it, but Schwarber, Herrera, Jung-Hoo Lee, Skeens, Bob Seymour for the Rays, Fernando Tatis, and Joey Ortiz. Is that a? Nope, it's not. Thought it might be a variation. Bob Seymour and Skeens. I need. Walker, Arenado, Crawford, Caminero, Snell, Cruz, Ryan, Suarez, McLean, Nolan McLean for the Mets, and Dylan Beavers. Okay. Okay. Where them Reds at, Ray? Where them Reds at, bro? Cam Smith, Victor Scott, Tovar, Guzman, Campbell, DeGrom, Valera, Arozarena, Peyton Toll, Taylor Ward for the Orioles out of 99, and Aroldis Chapman for the Red Sox. Where they at? Oh, where they at? Dylan Dingler, Andy, Carpenter, Smith, Tatis, Bader, Green, Kyle Teal, Giancarlo, Max Muncy, and a Roki for the Dodgers. Help, get Jobu, quick. Crawford, J.J. Weatherholt base, Acosta, Verlander, Ramirez, Torres, Imanga, Troy Melton, Lars Nootbaar, Lindor, and Drake Baldwin on the Rookie Cup for the Braves. Otto Lopez, Perez, Ponce, Murphy, Schneeman, Gurriel, Cole Young, Jeremy Pena, Basayo, Colson Montgomery, and a nice silver Connor Griffin going to 304. That's a deed. That's a deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Take care of Basayo too, even though it's just a base. All right, there should be technically there should be an auto in here. Binge, Rooker, O'Hop, Churio, CJ Kafis, Pasquantino, Shohei, a Jack Caglione. The burnable chase continues. It's burnable, and he's got like 10 of them now. Corey Seager out of 50 for the Rangers and Adolis Garcia. Yep, it's burnable. Oh my goodness, you guys. Well, we got another jumbo in this. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. All right, well, let's see what's in the next jumbo before I say what I'm thinking. Seager. All right, let's do Inception 25. Both, Patrick, both. Empty. Chase Dolander rookie. Henry Malloy. Dylan Cruz. Jose Ramirez on our auto for the Red Sox out of 100. Immersion. Christian Campbell. Zach Veen, and a Dylan Cruz out of 150 for the Nationals. My boy. That's my boy. Christian Campbell action. And Dolander. Hey, Lego King. All right, here, let me get this out of my way real quick. We got a decent amount of jumbo base over here. Let me get that gone. All right, let's get back into the second jumbo here. Tyler, I mean, more than a couple. No superfractors or anything today. Nothing like wild. But we're not done yet. We got a couple of boxes left. It usually only takes one pack to get it done. Empty. Rasmussen. Frelick. Bogart, Senga, Stott, Ritter, Wilson, Aaron Judge, Shohei, Drake Baldwin, and a Dylan Dingler. Well, that was a good break, good pack to start a box. Drake Baldwin Rookie Cup, Shohei, and Aaron Judge. I have not, Nick. I sure haven't in anything. Nope, I sure haven't. Marcus, the next break will be with Mr. and Mrs. tonight. You might want to check in. I think it'll probably be the serial number breaks that they do. I don't know if you've seen that before. Luke Weaver, Holiday, Lyle, Yamamoto, Otani, McNeil, Grant Taylor, Caglione, Roman Anthony, and J.P. Crawford. That is, Marcus. It is. Yes. So you just, there's, the simplest way I can put that break, you guys, is first of all, it's going to be the easiest for you to be able to get into multiple hobby boxes. It's not even a question of how easy it is. It just is that way. There's no thought process really involved. What is my best option as far as getting into 5 cases or however many it is? It's that. It's that without a doubt. Now, the way that works is there's 10 numbers, right? Every team has 10 numbers, 0 through 9. That's the number that you get if you get the number. Or you can get more than one for your team. If you're going for a PC team, you can get more than one. Theoretically, you could get the whole thing if you wanted it bad enough. You just got the whole team. You just got to buy all 10 numbers. Suarez, Gore, Reagans, Green, Collins, Williams, Tong, Soderstrom, George Bell, Connor Griffin, and a J.J. Weatherholt. All right, this is getting pretty good. It's getting pretty good. It's getting pretty good. Come on, Jumbo. Don't you stop now. I'm talking good about you. No, Patrick, that's not how it works. Here, I'll show you. So it's all number based. So if you get a number in one of those serial number breaks, you see how this is card 84 out of 100. The last number here is the number that it goes to. So if you had the 4 spot, you get that card. Okay, that's how it works. And that's for all the numbers 1 through 9. That's how it works. I know people aren't super familiar with it, and sometimes they get confused. It doesn't really get much simpler than that. Like it just doesn't. Like, and I know not everybody knows what they're looking at, but just think of it as if you had the 5 and that was 85, that's yours. If you had the 6 and it was 86, that's yours. And it doesn't really matter what these numbers are. It doesn't matter what these are. This could be 194. Those numbers don't matter. Those first 2 numbers don't matter. It's the one before the slash. That's the one that matters. Jonathan Aranda, Amai, Moreno, Maxwell, Armstrong, Madroff, Cole, Bregman, Barger, Mackenzie Gore out of 150, and Maximo Acosta. Correct. And I know some people get a little bit confused with it, and that's okay. It's just the amount of times that I see Mr. have to hit that button or explain what it is, it gets kind of crazy. Horner, Albies, Burns, Kurtz, Gallen, Rice, Leiter, Jose Ramirez, Carroll, Garcia, and Justin Verlander. Right, if they're not numbered, then it just goes to the last number of the jersey. So if this card's obviously not numbered, that would go to the 2 Rockies. That would Cal Raleigh would go. I don't know what number Cal Raleigh is. Brady House, Joe Adell, Mayo, Boyd, Naylor, Murakami base. Oh, Cade Horton for the Cubbies. RDJ, yeah. Future stock.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Churio and Otto Lopez. Yeah, that's right, Sam. So it would go to the number on the jersey if the card's not numbered. Also, that applies for case hits too. So, you know, case hits don't have, well, aren't always numbered. They're usually, or I'm sorry, super short prints is what I meant to say. They're not always numbered. It would go to the number on the last number of the jersey. Dylan Beavers, Kirk, Nemo, Ramirez, Terang. And the more you get in it, the more familiar you are. Amber, I'm doing good. I'm doing all right. Lazardo, Swanson, Garrett Cole. We've got a radiating rookies. All right. Trey, you savage for the Blue Jays, and that is Ellipsis, because Ellipsis just does not know how to stop at all. Not even a little bit.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Christian Walker and Spencer Strider. I don't know, Amber. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Butler, Walker, Arenado, Crawford, Schwarber, Ivan, Bailey, Langoliers, Jung-Hoo Lee, Logan O'Hop out of 150, and a Flores for the Pirates. We'll take both of those, too. That's right. The best deeds of the day are the burnable autos. That's what it is. Thanks. Thanks for reminding me, Kyle. Appreciate it. Doesn't get much better than that. Smith, Caminero, Snell, Cruz, Ryan, Suarez, McLean, Amai, Tatis, Arenado, Spencer Strider. Scott, Tovar, Guzman, Dingler, Campbell, DeGrom, Valera, Acuna, Judge, and Jack Caglione. Should have another auto, I think. J.P. Crawford, Weatherholt, base rookie, Acosta, Carpenter, Smith, Ramirez, Arozarena, Toll, Tatis, Justin Crawford, and Bryson Stott. No Superfractor yet. Not yet. But soon. Alex, no Kyle McCord yet either. We ain't getting nothing, man. We ain't getting nothing. Verlander, Lopez, Perez, Torres, Imanga, Bader, Green, Troy Melton, Carter Jensen for the Royals. Well, the Royals were due. CK knows.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that
Henry
is?
Davis out of
Yes.
99 and Ryan Ritter.
That's a D.
For the Rockies. 2 boxes left. Tier 1 and Tribute. Mr. Kurtz for the Athletics. Logan Henderson out of 299. It is Amber. Evan Longoria out of 49 for the Rays. Riley Green out of 149. And a Jacob Wilson out of 25 for the Athletics. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's get these top loaded here. Yes, a deed is just a good card. That's all it is. Well, it's what it is now. We won't go into what it used to be. Okay, we'll act like that never happened. Okay. Yep. No. Evan Longoria, Logan Henderson, and there's a Nick Kurtz in there as well. All right, it's tribute time. No time like the present. Good luck. The finale is here. And I'll do a recap of this break. Indeed, a deed is a deed. All right, here we go. Oh, you got one right here, William. All right. Christian Moore. Schlittler for the Yankees. Uh-oh. Mr. Skeens out of 150 on the patch. Yep, we'll take that. Pittsburgh. 304. A deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Jimmy Crooks for the Cardinals. Jose Ramirez out of 99 for the Guardians. And on the auto for the Cubs, it is Owen Cassie out of 25 for the Cubs. Another D. Back-to-back Ds.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Oh, let me take care of Mr. Crooks here. My bad. Mr. Fernandez for the Rockies. Cy Young out of 75. And Mariners. Ooh. Now that's sick. Out of 99, A-Rod. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Mariners. Who got him? Colin. We'll take that, Colin. Yes, we will. Crave, I've been doing all right. Are you doing okay? It feels like you dipped out and was just like, peace out, homie. Peace out, Primo. Oh, well, that's fine. You can still hang out with me, can't you? Or no? I guess I'm not cool enough. I don't have a goatee anymore. Byron Buxton. Junior Caminero. Auto. Well. Oh, bro. Larry Walker out of 10? Well, a little upgrade. It is the last one for me today, Coda.
Hi, if you're new to 238 Cards, welcome on in. It is break time. If for some reason you may not be able to see the break that you're in, like, life happens and you just don't have the time to watch this particular break. So what is a break? Guess what? And it's you have a place to go to watch multiple boxes. It is on the table. 238 Cards on YouTube. All of the most important thing you'll need is your break number. Spot or spots if you want to take the time to look and see who you have in the break as well. That will help. But the break number will get you to where you need to be. If you got the Cowboys, have a great break, folks. Great. I wonder what teams are gone. We're going to open it up, and whatever Cowboys come out are going to you. The only way that wouldn't happen is if there's multiple teams on the card, and then it would just go to the most expensive team in the break. Good luck.
Is it done yet? Is it done yet? Yeah, it's done. No, I just hit the wrong one. Julio Rodriguez, Riley Green. What's going on here? Uh-oh. Andrew Abbott for the Reds going to Ray. Holla. And then you got one left. One more to go. Hey, you stop that, Jay Taylor. You stop that. Or I'll make Amber May make your day the worst day you've ever had in your life. That's right. Don't try me. Harmon Killebrew. Tony Gwynn. I know that auto. That's Tony Perez. Tony Perez for the Reds out of 199. Back-to-back Reds. Just like that, Jay Taylor. Just like that. What? What up? What up, dog? What up? What up? What up, dog? What,
Hi.
what up,
Do
dog?
you see
What,
that?
what,
Do you know what that is?
What up, dog?
Yes. That's a deed.
Well, that's that. Just I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, okay? You don't have to listen to it. You don't even have to remember it. There is no way the other half of that Topps Chrome Jumbo box isn't absolutely on fire. I'm just telling you. And we hit this too. I'm telling you right now, there ain't no way. I wish I could tell you what teams they were gonna be, but I'm just telling you right now, ain't no way. There ain't no way. I'm going to do a recap of this break right here. Right here. This break right here. Right here, right now. This break right here. Thank you, everybody that hung out with me this morning and into the afternoon. Mr. and Mrs. will be on tonight. I'll be back on in the morning, and we'll get some more ripping in. And then Wednesday, there's a release day for baseball. We'll get a little bit of ripping in then, too. Believe it. Whoa. 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 Good thing they're in top loaders. All right. And you go here. And you go here. I guess that CK probably more than likely. I need to see what we got. We might have got some stuff today. I don't even know yet. Crooks. Ramirez, I'll probably start earlier than I normally do tabs. It'll be, I think it's going to be serial number break, Amber. Nick Kurtz, Davis out of 99, Ritter, Acuna, Judge, Murakami base, Acosta, Bell, Judge, Otani, Dolander, Bean, Otani, Basayo, Baldwin, Stanton, Sasaki, Skeens, Friedman, and Trout. We got Connor Griffin, JJ Weatherholt, Drake Baldwin, Carson Benj out of 75, Gore, Caglione, Roman Anthony, Cy Young out of 75, Cam Schlittler for the Yankees out of 150, Dylan Cruz, a Caglione, Ward out of 99, McLean, Beavers, and Caglione. We also have Ellie De La Cruz, Colson Montgomery, Jack Caglione, Paul Skeens, Sandy Koufax, Colby Thomas, Riley Green out of 149, Rafael Flores, O'Hop out of 150, Trey Savage on the radiating rookies, Corey Seager out of 50, Connor Griffin, Paul Skeens out of 150, Owen Cassie out of 25, Burnable out of 275, Seymour, Logan Henderson out of 299, Jacob Wilson out of 25, Andrew Abbott out of 75, Larry, let's put him at the back. Evan Longoria out of 49, Tony Perez out of 199, Christian Campbell out of 100, A-Rod out of 99, bat card, Carter Jensen for the Royals, and first on print out of 10 for the Rockies, the one and only Larry Walker. A Deedsman or two. All right, that's a done deal, you guys. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you, Kyle. Thank you so much, everybody. Mr. and Mrs. will be on not too long from now. I don't imagine an hour or two. They'll be back on. I'll be back on in the morning. And then again, remember, Wednesday's going to be a release day for baseball. Thank you, Amber. Appreciate each and every one of you, whether you hopped in or whether you just hung out or whatever you did. Appreciate you. And let me